Oh, right.
Yeah.
First name is D's, last name Nuts.
D's nuts.
D's nuts. D's nuts.
D's nuts.
What?
D's nuts.
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 D's nuts. D's nuts.
D's nuts.
D's nuts. D's nuts.
D's nuts.
D's nuts.
D's nuts. D's nuts.
D's Nuts. D's Nuts. D's Nuts.
D's nuts.
D's nuts.
Hey, Dex. Hey, Adamine.
This is Billy Carson, aka Forbidden Knowledge, and you're listening to Paranormal Hood Live Radio. They are the paranormal voice of the hood.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God. Stop fucking lying.
That's a huge bitch.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
The video thing.
Are you done?
Are you done?
Yes, I'm done.
Maybe I'm not done.
He wasn't done.
Hey, Robin.
Damn it. We lost. We fucking
Corey.
super lost, man. Tell them what time it is.
I'm leaving people.
Hi, Jay.
What do you mean, you people?
Hey, BGs.
What do you mean, you people?
You people.
This house is great.
Thanks, Zoom. I try out of mine.
The paranormal voice of.
How is everyone?
You're talking during my monologue.
We're supposed to wait.
Shut up, woman. You don't see genocide pigeon.
He's just stunned into silence.
Come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass.
And I'm all out of bubble gum.
And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Best movie ever. I don't know. I'm not talking.
The dude disguised as another dude.
You are.
I can handle things. I'm smart. Not like everybody says. Like dumb, I'm smart, and I want respect.
Well, you don't speak Greek? Do you even know what he did?
I do not.
Do you not know what he did?
No idea.
He said, "Be a better man than your father."
Right.
It's actually from Fringe. If you ever watch Fringe, that's a scene in Fringe, but it basically means be a better man than your father.
Okay.
I like that show. I wish it never went away. What's up, motherfuckers? How you motherfuckers doing? How are you niggas doing tonight? Oh, Robin, sorry, I said your favorite word. My bad. Let's start it off on the right foot, right, Robin?
Hey, gotta hand it to you.
Oh, you can hand it to me, baby, but I'm going to give it back to you.
Well, clean it up before you give it back to me, okay?
Oh, no, you must clean the royal penis yourself.
Send it through a wash.
Yes, it's you. You are the washer. You are the fluffer. You are the cleaner. That is your job on a Friday night, Robin. Okay? You understand this?
What happened to the other guy?
Who is the other guy?
The one that did it before me.
John.
There was never a guy in charge of this. Do not play me like this, woman.
Okay,
like
who was the previous old woman that did it for you then?
This is none of your business. I do not have to tell you of my exploits throughout the world.
It's exploits.
That's an exploit? Being fluffed? Boy, oh, I'm so sorry.
You assume that there was only one fluffer involved at a time. See? This is your mistake, not mine.
It's still a
How
very
many fluffers does one need?
Your
limited
assumptions.
life.
Oh, no, there's always more than one need, woman. What are you talking about? Have you never engaged in a threesome or more?
How many more?
5.
I'll never tell
John's
any
got
of you.
specific number.
John's waiting with bated breath.
5.
No, he's not. He already knows. No,
Like I said, 5.
Jonaside is number 2.
Well, you know,
He's second in
everybody
command
knows.
of this universe. Y'all better show him some respect, okay?
Yeah.
We love Jonaside.
No.
That's why we tease him.
Better.
Universe guy.
He can kick you out of the program. You can be gone like
I have
that.
respect for John Side. Hi, 6 drops.
All right. You gonna learn today. Hey, Robin.
Just mad cause your ass is old.
BGs, why aren't you in here with us? Like, what the fuck? Here, BGs.
Yeah. Dax, where you at?
Since she won't do it for you anymore, BGs. I sent all those motherfuckers invites. Everybody should have them.
You guys, click on the thing and come in with us.
Maybe they don't want to be here with you, Robin. You know, you kind of fuck up. You call people out, talk about their personal shit and everything.
Do I have
one of them.
do I have offensive underarm odor?
Yes.
Yeah, we can smell it. Wash your pits.
Wash your pits.
And then wash your ass while you at it. Because if your pits are in your ass, probably is too.
Well, you know, once I get started in one place, I just do the whole circuit and clean up everything. You know, it's why not?
I hope so. Don't forget that oil and vinegar. I love leaving her breathless. For the first time in her life, I think she's met somebody who just doesn't know how to come. She doesn't know how to take me. She doesn't know how to come back most of the time. It frustrates the shit out of her.
I
Just
know
to
exactly
being witty and
how
just
to-
shutting people down. You can't shut shit down over here, woman. You tried. You've yet to do it.
I've never tried to shut shit down.
You've tried to shut
that
me
3
down.
times fast.
Shut shit down. Shut shit down. Shut shit down.
Very good.
7 Silver Swans, 7 Silently Seawood. She sells cheese shows by the seashore. You want to play this game with me? I'm good at it.
C word.
Cunt! Who you calling a cunt? There's no cunts here. Sorry, Spooky.
AKB.
Sorry. I know I'm fucking up your accent badly. I don't even know what that was. I don't even know what the fuck that was.
It was close enough.
I was just gonna say, I don't think that was British.
I wish we would have recorded our phone calls back in the day, like the shit we used to do. And I used to always fucking do the British accent because I was the only one of my friends that could do it. So I would even girls, like women, we would go on vacations and shit. And I'd walk up to girls and talk with a British accent. They'd be
We used to kid around in Jamaica sometimes with the British accents. And these ladies actually thought that me and my friend Tammy were like from England.
Yeah.
We were walking back for breakfast one day because we were just talking. And she looked at us.
Oh,
and we
hold
were
on. Let's hear it. Let's hear some
I
British
can't
accent, okay?
I can't do it now.
Oh, I can't do it now. I forgot. Oh.
But let her finish her story.
I just want to hear her.
It's
I
okay.
do all these different voices.
Boy,
and
you
stuff
messed
like
it
that. I can have her do one for me. Come on, Cool K. Reach into your bag of tricks.
Cool K. Cool K.
Cool K. Come on, y'all.
Do it.
Cool K.
Come on, Mom.
Cool K.
Mom.
Where's a better place to do it? Come on. Come on. Reach into your bag of tricks.
Come on, Governor.
Now reach into your chamber of thoughts.
Governor.
Come on. Come on, Cool K. Just for us. Come
Bob's
on.
your uncle.
I'm okay. It's okay.
It's okay to fail.
You
Like,
got
my
me all
friends-
self-conscious about it, so I'm not going to do it.
Who the fuck here cares? Do you hear the accents I do and everybody else we fuck around? Like this is the place to fail, dear. This isn't the place for perfection by any stretch of the imagination. Come on. Just for us.
How
Come
can
on,
you be
okay?
so bold of
It's almost 8 years. I mean, no, it's 8 years of almost Paranormal Hood. Probably 10 years of us fucking rocking. Come on, just once.
For old time's sake, Corey.
pushing a gal to do something she doesn't wanna?
Thank you.
How can you be so bold, man?
Come on, Cool K.
Well, she's doing the just say no. You have to respect that.
No,
Please.
no, I don't. Don't tell me what I have to do here. Our friendship extends longer than yours.
Guys,
okay?
I
What's
have a
up, Phoebe?
story to tell.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, hey,
And
baby.
Is it sexual in nature? I just want to know.
Tea time.
you need to hear this, and I have a picture to prove, but I'm too scared to post it on Twitter just in case. It's a work-related story.
Okay.
And I'm not joking when I say this. Okay, I work in a library, and we found. You've heard of Elf on a Shelf?
Yeah.
Have you heard of that?
Yep.
Yep. So we found shit on a shelf, and it was like Picassoed into the shelf.
What?
Like smeared around?
Smeared.
Why?
That is
Oh,
just like, honestly, that's the highlight
that's
of
wrong.
my
That's
week.
just wrong.
That's gross.
You wouldn't, you know what? Like, you think you like working in a public library, we have like code browns all the time. That's what we call them.
Jeez.
And
Really?
it's generally in the toilets. I have never in my life come across it on a shelf, physically, intentionally done. And we got
I
the
have a question.
footage. And
John's got a
it was
question.
intentional.
I hear of
What is
wrong
homeless.
with
How
people?
high on the shelf? Was it a bottom shelf? Was it a top shelf?
No,
Somewhere
man,
in the
it was
middle?
like the second to top shelf.
Well, damn.
Oh,
That
well,
means
wow.
the person deposited their shit.
that takes some
So they
talent.
reached around and grabbed it, and
Yes, Robin. Absolutely. You got it.
Jesus.
So what
Oh.
section was it in? Was it in the science fiction?
It was in
section?
the
Religious
it was
studies.
in the Western paperbacks.
The
Western
paperbacks.
paperbacks. Ah, a
Yeah.
cowboy.
Periodicals.
Yeah, it was a cow.
I just thought I'd ask.
Okay, in were there any kids around? Because I will say there is a picture
It
that my
was-
mother has of me decorating the walls when I was like 2 years old out of my diaper, but that's about it.
It was it was actually, I shouldn't really say this, but it was a teen, I guess.
That's just nuts.
Yeah.
I'm
Intentional.
sure that's wrong.
So it was just sad, you know, like, because
Yeah.
I was telling my sister
Look at
about
that
it.
Jesus.
That's, yeah, well, I just work in an area where there's a lot of trauma that goes on in homes and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
these kids
Oh.
just don't know right from wrong. You know, it's really sad.
That is sad.
It is.
Wow.
I'm sorry you had to find that, and please don't post that picture.
Yeah.
I won't be. I won't be.
Yeah.
One of my friends did on Twitter, not on Twitter, on Facebook, and I was like, "What are you doing? That's your job." I just said to
Wow.
him, like, I don't have Facebook for a reason, and do you realize that they check your socials all the time just to see, because you could get fired for that shit? And he was like, "Oh,
No
fuck."
pun
Yeah.
intended.
You literally can get fired for that shit.
Yes, you can.
That,
Boom, boom.
that's literally, but that shit.
Hey Dex, I was
Wow.
watching you earlier. I was watching Lord of the Rings. I was watching you.
Oh,
in your
yeah.
movie. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm telling you, not that you're obviously as old as Gandalf, but just the presence and stuff like you bring. It's
Was
like
he-
it's like magic.
Is Gandalf the Grey or Gandalf the White?
It's the gray because it's the first Lord of the Rings. So
And,
it starts off as the gray.
Oddly enough, his missus is Galadriel.
Cool.
I still don't know. Okay, can somebody explain to me?
Galadriel.
Galadriel.
Galadriel. Okay, thank you.
Galadriel. Thank you.
Yeah, because I never was.
Is that right,
into-
Dex?
Oh, hey, Rainy.
Yeah.
I can't hear
Things
you.
out of mine. You got to be strong with Jiggy.
He's relaxed right now.
He
Dex,
looks
wait,
stoned as fuck.
Did you get some weed, Dex?
He did. Did you? You're
can't
on
hear
mute,
us.
Dex.
Dex, you're on
Can you
mute.
hear me
He
now?
took his headphones.
Yeah, we can hear you, brother. Did you get some weed?
He can't hear us.
Yeah, I don't think he can hear us. Dex?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear
Oh,
us?
Oh yeah, we got
Did
you.
you get some smoke, brother?
No, not yet. I
Oh,
can't.
okay.
you see-
Fuck.
I don't know why this is so quiet. I might go out and come back in. Hang on.
Okay.
That's what you gotta do.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just relaxed, I guess. Then I thought he was high too.
It was probably early in the morning for him.
Bee Gees, you poor thing, though, dear.
I know that is just so
That's
gross.
Seriously,
shady.
like you don't believe. Like, you see it all, man. You really do. But that was just one thing I thought I would never see. And then I was just like, all right, let's follow. Where did they go? What did they touch? Because we're disinfecting the fucking library.
Yeah.
Oh God, do you have to wear like hazmat suits and?
They had fucking gloves and masks on for sure.
Oh, for sure. Ooh, jeez.
It's just wrong. Like,
Wow.
It's wrong.
Really awful.
That's too bad. That's like
It's just like it just was one of those things that was just like, oh my god, are you even like what is
Can I ask
this?
Captain Austin Zitz? You heard about him today, didn't you?
I know.
Yeah.
I only saw
He
that like
tweeted out that he's got stomach cancer.
Oh, yeah.
stage 3.
Stage
Who's
3.
that?
So he
So
just
I'm
got
not talking out
he just
turning
got-
he didn't.
He was cleared
yeah, he got
He
the all
just
clear
cleared,
like
like, 6
about
weeks ago,
7
yeah.
weeks ago.
7 weeks ago. Jeez.
Yeah. And
Well,
I'm
then
so
they
glad
do-
in a way that he's found something. Like he obviously was proactive. He obviously was having problems. Got it
Yeah.
checked. Because at stage 3 that's treatable. Like that's still good. Like
Yeah.
so I'm glad that he was proactive. So if he's listening, we're thinking of you, buddy.
All
Yeah.
of us,
Sure
brother.
are.
Yeah.
Everybody in all the neighborhoods.
He's got friends out here. You know, we all may not be in the same place and touch each other and be personal in that sense, but
But we all know who we all are.
yep.
All out and around, and good. He's a
Good
good
challenge.
guy. Yeah.
Because at least he knows I'm going to come visit him in New Zealand. I don't know about Australia. There.
Jiggy,
Yes.
don't watch the video that I put up on Facebook then.
Okay, I won't.
What
It
is
says, meanwhile in Australia. Don't watch that because you'll never forgive me.
Okay, I will not watch it.
Oh, I know it's just like
Thank you very much.
It's got lots of nasty bugs in it.
Yeah, thank you for the warning. I will not.
It must be creepy
Give
crawly.
me a spoiler. Dex,
No,
just
no.
give me
Well, I
a
was
spoiler.
gonna
I
was
don't have
gonna tag you
Facebook,
in
so
it
give me a
because
spoiler.
it's all people recording kangaroos attacking them or spiders crawling over them, and so big
wow.
snake up someone's
Oh,
pant leg.
Critters.
Love it.
Little critters.
Jeez, no.
I watched the video of these two
No.
guys camping and shit, and they hear these noises outside of their tent, and they open up their tent, and they're surrounded by either alligators or crocodiles. I don't know where the
Oh,
fuck they're
Jesus,
at,
Moses.
but I was
Northern
like, what
Territory.
the fuck? And they were actually really calm about it too. I was like, and you could
woke
all
up
you
and
could see like 4 or 5 in the front, and then you see all the eyes in the background. So really it's like 10 or 20 of these fucking things.
Dang.
I want to know what happened after the video. Did
Yeah,
you guys
that
fucking
would be
get from dinner?
That's
The
a
guy
very
who did-
intimidating
I sent you
feeling.
something on Twitter, Jiggy.
What'd you say?
I sent you something on Twitter.
Oh, here you go.
It was about koalas.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, they're vicious
see
little
that?
farts.
Well, she showed like in the pictures. There's like this one cute koala. Then this other one looked like this motherfucker was going to war and shit. Like he was trying to be camouflaged.
But
with
did you
mud.
see that? Did you see that koalas' fingerprints can be confused for human
With
beings?
a thumbprints. Yeah, I saw. And
Yeah.
it has the swirls on it like
How
our things.
amazing! I know. And they are pretty cute.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Have a look at if you get on Twitter, Dex. I know you don't get on there often. Have a look because I posted it probably about a couple of hours ago.
Yeah.
It's a really interesting story about how the koala's thumbprint is almost identical to humans and can be confused as a human's fingerprint if they were at a crime scene.
Yeah, it just looks like a human has maybe cracks in his thumb skin. That's the only difference is the little cracks around the edges. It could be, that was fascinating.
Yeah.
Renee's in the chat.
Get away with the perfect bank robbery. Take
I
a
know
koala
if
with
you could teach a koala, teach him to crack safes.
Do you remember that? You remember the old school movie with the Dobermans who were robbing banks? There was a movie, I forgot what it was called, but they taught these Doberman pinchers how to rob banks.
Was it the Doberman gang?
Yes, I think that's exactly what it was called.
Yeah, I didn't see it, but I remember that it was sort of a comedy too, sort of.
In a sense, I guess, yeah. I don't really remember the whole premise of it. I just remember that these 3 Dobermans would like run in the bank and they would jump on counters and shit and just, growl and intimidate people. And they would, I guess they had a note or something. Because I saw that movie a long time ago. I guess that's one way to do it, right?
Yeah.
The poor pets, using your pets to rob banks and shit. They teach pets to do some crazy shit. Their pets that were monkeys, all kinds of shit. They just rob you blind.
Go out.
Huh?
Go walk.
I'm gonna start training.
Want a treat?
You talking to your dog?
I'm
Yeah,
telling you,
like-
Tony, dog.
Sick 'em.
Oh, I thought.
You want a
six-
treat, Jiggy?
No.
Okay, all right. I want to be fair. You know.
Aww.
Want to go for a walk? Go out?
Oh, what a show stealer.
Oh, he's a cutie.
Sorry, Renee.
He's so cute. He is so cute.
Hey, Renee. Sorry.
We like bugging the dogs.
When he meets me, he's gonna bite me in the ankle and shit. You fucker. I know who you are. I know.
Oh, he's gonna roll over. Go, give me belly rubs. You owe me belly rubs.
I'm bringing my soundboard with me.
God.
Dog.
Thank you, buddy. You keep me smiling.
I need to get Inky in here and then I get
right.
back.
Yeah. Everybody wake up your dogs. We're gonna have a howling by the moonlight.
All right, let's do this. Nori.
Inky with you.
Let's do it. Turn your systems up as loud as you can. We're gonna make the dogs just howl together.
Hang
See if we
on.
can get a Twilight bark going. What movie was that? The Twilight bark. What movie was that?
I don't think
Will
that
you
was
speak? Will you
Was it
speak?
Lady in the Tramp? I think it was Lady in the Tramp, wasn't it? Because that's the one that had the dogs in it.
No, you can't do that. You're going to start a howl.
Who is
Yeah.
it?
Speak.
Who is it?
The dog is like flat out looking at me, going, "What the fuck are you on?" He's a hunter. He's like, I don't give a fuck about howling dogs.
I got no interest in that whatsoever. Like, what the fuck?
Do you have anything that sounds like a duck?
I need to get Inky howling next time.
Oh my goodness.
Get her.
Oh.
Get her.
Yep.
Baby.
Come here. Get him. Come here, tell me. No, man, come in here.
One day we'll get them all to sing
I
together.
thought you didn't do Friday shows, Jiggy.
I don't normally, but I didn't go see my grandbaby this weekend.
Okay, cool.
So I'm riding out with y'all.
We
Is it
got
okay?
a long weekend, or I've got a long weekend. Do you have, Dex? Do you have a long weekend in Melbourne?
Yeah, because it's Anzac Day.
Because
Yeah,
what?
some of the states don't have it.
Wait, what day?
What day?
Anzac Day.
Anzac.
Anzac's the Australian and New Zealand soldiers that went to war during Gallipoli, the First World War.
Oh, like a memorial.
Yeah, it's a memorial,
like
and
Memorial Day.
unfortunately,
Yeah.
what they're doing is they're not allowing the parades to go on because of the crap we all know is going on in the world.
Yeah.
But they're allowed. Yeah, they won't. I think they're only allowing like 1,500 people go to the parade, and yet they're allowing 85,000 people go to the football.
Yeah, it's
So
a fucking
people
joke.
are very happy.
Yeah,
And then, of
it's-
course, in my state in WA, they've just done a 3-day lockdown.
Yeah.
Are
you going to get back in on Monday or not?
Well, I'm not flying back till Tuesday night. It was actually Wednesday morning that I get in after midnight. So hopefully they don't extend it for another couple of days. Otherwise, I'm going to
I saw that.
So
Fuck.
I might stay here for another week.
Have you got a place to stay?
Yeah. I've got my family, my cousin, and his wife.
Good.
I'm going to meet the girls, my second cousins that I have never met. So they're coming over today. At some point.
You're doing
Exciting.
awesome. How great.
Nice. That's nice.
There you go.
But, yeah.
Hey,
Are they going to braid your beard?
I don't know. I've tried to plait my beard. It looks crap, really.
Get some cornrows, Dex.
all this. On the head, my sister's done that for me, but I can't do it myself. I can plait. I've just learned to plait. I've actually just learned to plait my hair, so without being able to look at it. So, because I haven't had long hair for 20 years.
I can't braid my hair. Shit.
I've raised a bunch of girls, and all I can do is a ponytail.
I know. I learned to braid when I was riding horses, like because we used to braid all their hair for competition and stuff, and their tails and that. So I learned it years ago. I used to do my sister's hair.
Yeah.
I had a partner whose hair I used to do every night before work. So, but I can't do my own.
It's hard to raise your arms up there and like do it backward.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Part for me is cutting the even thirds, perfect thirds.
Yeah, that's right. It's hard. And I always end up with one too long and the other two are too short. So
I can do girls' hair as far as perming it and shit like that because I did my sister's hairs that way, but I've never been a braider. I don't have the patience. Your hair
braiding,
it takes
braiding's
forever.
pretty easy. Braiding's pretty easy. It's just plaiting, but except you're not using the whole lot at one time. You're taking bits at a time and bringing it in as you go.
And if your fingers are nimble, it doesn't take long.
No.
I guess.
But you need to be. It needs to look perfect, though. It has to be like on point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now,
it does.
French braiding is a real challenge. Those partings have to be so precise. But boy, it's beautiful when you're all done.
If you say so.
Yeah, French braiding starts at the front of your head and braids all through your scalp, and then you have the drop down and back. Yeah.
Yeah, my sister's done a Viking ring for me, so I've had braids going that way, and then braids up there. So there's 4 of them, and then they all come into a 3. And she brings them into 3 and makes a plait out of it at the back. It looks pretty cool. But
I love that. Yeah,
the things I would do if I had either your hair, if I had your or Jonah Side's hair, the things I would do. Yeah, no, I'd look like a fool.
The good thing about braiding and plaiting it is because my hair's so thick, if I just leave it out, well, it tangles within like 2 or 3 hours. It's just so thick and it's just so annoying to have to brush it. So if I put it back in a braid or a plait, then at least it doesn't get all tangled and it sort of stays cleaner.
Have either of you two ever had the old school traditional mohawk?
No.
No.
No, I thought about it when I was younger, when I had long hair. But I've had dreads. I had dreads when I was like 22. I had 4 dreadlocks. So.
I had dreads twice.
I've had dreads. That's when I cut my hair. That's what I cut it from dreadlocks.
And I was doing my hair down to my butt twice.
Yeah, well, mine's almost there now. It's getting close.
I used to have long hair.
Me too. You still have hair though. Hair does not like.
My hair mine's sort of about like mid-shoulder length, I guess.
I don't know how long that is.
Wow.
All right.
Probably about my shoulder.
Here they go. Here they go. Let it down. Go ahead.
And on that note, I have to go. Because I'm going to the hairdresser.
Sure, you're going to the hairdresser.
I really am. I heard this whole
I thought you
were
were
jump on because I gotta go.
Get
so
fluffed. Oh, okay, so you're going to.
You gonna share your hairdo with us later?
Hell no.
Whatever, you're boring.
Come on, babe.
I'm getting it coloured and foiled, so going a little bit different for a change.
How long has it been since you've been able to do that?
Oh, I probably haven't done my hair properly for like 2.5 years, I guess.
And you're not going to share with us, even your friends.
So I'm going to treat myself.
Well, we want to see the treat.
Maybe I'll show you if you're lucky.
Oh, please. Enjoy.
I've got an old school friend that has a beard and hairdressing salon in Perth City. And I haven't been in there yet, and I've been waiting to get my beard and my hair all long and that. So I've got to go and get the ends cut off because they're starting to bloody get really split and die.
Yeah.
And I'm going to try and get this part of my beard trimmed because this doesn't grow any longer than this. It's been like 4 years as far as it grows. So I want to sort of trim this so it looks neat. It just looks so fluffy on the sides when I try and brush it down. So we'll see if they can trim me up and make me look better.
Beard oil.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. They got some really good beard oil now, help with growth and everything.
Yeah, I didn't bring my beard oil with me. I forgot to bring it on my trip. So
yeah, sure.
All right, guys, I got a jet. So you guys have a good afternoon, evening, night, whatever it is, sir. And
Thanks,
I'll
JiGGYS. You too, hon. Have a
Enjoy
good
your
day.
peppering day.
Bye. Bye.
Happy trails.
Bye, honey.
To you.
Cool.
Until we meet again.
Cool.
To you.
What?
Keep smiling on the way.
Really?
Happy trails
Yeehaw!
to you.
Break a
Till
leg.
we meet again.
No one likes me.
I didn't even know all the words to the song. Thank you. What is that from, anyways?
Roy Rogers.
Roy Rogers and Dale Evans sang that song.
And their horse, Trigger.
Yeah, they were sitting. She was sitting on buttermilk. He was sitting on Trigger, and they sang that song. Yeah.
Gotcha. Was that a show?
Lord.
Oh yeah, it was an early TV show. It was in black and white at the beginning.
Come on, I'm
Way
waiting
back
to hear
when.
those
Well,
famous
everything was
words.
in black and white back then.
You
Six
shall
drops.
not pass. Come on, Dex.
I know, Dex, you don't have a big walking stick, man? Come on.
You
No.
Boy, Dex,
Everybody's got a
that's
big walk.
absolutely great.
Oh, I wish I could get you a good
That's
piece of
fabulous.
beaver wood, but that shit would take. I don't even know if I could send that shit to Australia.
yeah, I need a big staff.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
got one.
Pause.
Yes.
Somebody
That's
send
right.
him one from Amazon. Look on Amazon. Whoever can
No,
send
no,
it.
no. But he needs like a good natural
like a
piece
real
of
life
wood, like
wizard-
nothing like
wizard.
kind of.
You can get natural looking on Amazon.
The
Check
best
it
ones,
out.
the best ones that we have, like when you're walking out bush, it's I have to. I can't even remember. I can't be politically correct because for all my life we've called them black boys. These plants, but now we're not allowed to call them black boys. I can't even remember what they call them. But anyway, they grow. They take like 100 years just to grow about 1 meter high, and they grow every 5 years or so. They grow a big stem out the top, and it's really solid wood, and they're perfect for staffs and like poking fires and all sorts.
No,
So,
Dex. What you need is, because I mean, you know, growers is somebody that's a good. Because Mendo Dope, the rap group that we've had on before, their mic stand is actually made of a fucking stem from a fucking weed plant. That's what you need.
Whoa.
that'd be
Big
good.
old gnarly hemp.
Yes, a good old, just
Cool.
long, fucking thick, fucking. Oh man, that shit would be
hemp
perfect
rod.
for you.
Oh yeah.
And
Well,
then
I
you
need
can
it to be
stain it or
about.
whatever.
Nice and
I
naughty.
need it to be about 6 feet high. So
Yeah,
Oh, they can grow that high easy.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, those motherfuckers
Oh,
are trying
yeah.
to go for the tallest plant in the world. I don't know what the tallest. I forgot what the
You know
tallest-
what? I
Bamboos
would
go fast though.
I want to sand it up and polish it, and make it shiny.
Well, you could just stain it. Most. I don't even think you would need to really sand it. I think you probably just need to stain it. I don't know if they. I'd have to ask them what the process they did to get it to make it a mic stand, but maybe they did sand it. But it looks more to me like it's just stained, like naturally what it is. And they just stained it to keep.
I'd want it
Maybe
shiny
just
if it
put
was
some
going to be a
shellac or something
staff.
on it.
Well, see, like my piece of beaver wood, I want to get black walnuts, and I have a friend up in Vermont. They actually grow on his property. I'm going to make sure to send him a message to see.
Oh, and use the husks to.
Yeah, and just stain it with that, like just basically. That's what Smoking did with his.
That lasts forever too. That's permanent.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want it to be too glossy, too shiny. I want it to look more natural. So,
I'd want shiny.
I love that because mine. I was on my friend. He lives in Maine, and I was up there visiting him. And this is when smoking meant we went to cemeteries. We were doing a bunch of shit up there, but we were doing 4-wheeling on his property, and he has like a brook or whatever. And he was telling me about the beavers, and as we're talking about it, the fucking piece of wood, this perfect piece of wood, just comes down the fucking water.
Yeah.
And he grabs it, and I'm like, oh, I want that. That's the perfect fucking walking stick. It was like the universe was like, here, buddy, here's a good walking stick for you. I was like, thank you, beavers.
Yeah.
For some reason, they knew my tall ass was going to be there because this shit is tall too. It's not short. So they knew. They were like, oh, here you go, buddy. They were probably up that way looking like, oh, yeah, he looked like he could use a good walking stick. Although I did get poison ivy, though. I knew it was poison ivy.
Oh.
And I only got it on my ankles. Everything else was covered but my ankles. Go
Could have
figure.
been worse.
Oh, I know. It could have been a lot worse. Well, I mean, it was like my whole body was standing and it was
Poison ivy or poison oak?
No, it was definitely poison ivy.
Poison sumac.
I know that. I looked at it. I knew what it was. I don't know why. I just drew a blank. And then I was like, well, maybe it's not. But it was. Only me. So, like, but at least it was that one little area.
Oh, no, this is what happened to me. Totally.
Yeah. I mean, I was up, like I said, it was a lot of. I've got some friends with some great property up north for me that we get to go and hang out and do all kinds of shit. So it's a lot of fun up there. I like the north, not too far up north, if you know what I mean. Cool, K.
Yeah, there's a latitude you want to cross.
Yeah, Jiggy, I get it.
Do you?
Yeah, do you really? Do you really, Cool K? Do you understand what we're saying here?
Are you sure?
Shots fired!
Is Michael still in the chat?
I don't know. I know he's supposed to go live at some point. I can't because the way I gotta get a new phone, but I can't even watch Facebook.
Is he okay?
I mean, he's got something that he's got to talk about.
I asked him how he was doing, and he didn't answer because he was kind of upset.
He reminded me of liquid metal. You know, when metal's white hot, just white hot metal. That's that Latin white hot metal. You can't do a thing with it when it's that hot. You gotta let it cool down.
He was hotter than fish grease.
He was white hot.
All right. Well, like I said, let it.
What happened?
Let it. Listen, let it play out. He's going to do a live tonight. He's going to talk.
Yeah,
about
he's going to handle it. He's waiting for Tiff. He's waiting for Tiff because he's protecting her too, and something. I don't know what's going on, but boy,
guess what? Guess what? You're going to find out tonight. Okay.
Cool.
Again, let it play out.
Yeah, I kind of missed what he was. I came in halfway through when he was. Was it yesterday or the day before when he was upset? I didn't really know what was going on. He was obviously venting to you guys.
I hope it ain't me.
It's got nothing to do with any of you, any of us. It really does not. I mean, it doesn't. It's nothing to get. Trust me. Let's let it play out. You'll understand once he talks about it.
Well, my point is, I'm glad he's not mad at me because you can see he gets white hot.
Hi, Susan.
What's up, Lady Mary?
Hi, Susan.
Hey, Susan.
Hi, Susan.
Woohoo!
Yeah, Renee. Apparently Rogers lost internet and stuff. A lot of people are pissed off.
What's going on?
I don't have Rogers, so I'm saying
Rogers. I don't know what Rogers.
No, I'm just answering a question from Renee in the chat room about one of our major phone and internet suppliers lost power or whatever. They went down for like 2 days, and this is like a huge company.
2 days.
Wow.
2 days of darkness.
Yeah.
Man, that would drive me nuts.
But it's Canada, so it's okay.
Well, what happened was it was supposed to be 3 days, but the evil cabal was able to thwart the plans, and they only made it 2 days.
So be grateful, you peasants.
Well, the Canadians, they just submitted really fast. That's why it wasn't 3; it was 2 days.
It was a test run. No, the Canadians were doing a test run to see how they would respond, so then they could do it on us. Duh.
The experiment.
They're going to send the Chinese troops across the border. You saw the new Red Dawn. That's what it's going to be like, the new Red Dawn. They're going to take down the internet and everything, and then blah.
I didn't watch the new Red Dawn because
you haven't?
No, because I want to watch. I like the original Red Dawn.
I think it's because I like what's his name, the guy that plays Thor. He's a good actor. Like he's in that movie and he does a great job.
Helmsworth.
Yeah, some of it was kind of like okay, but I mean I get it. But yeah, I enjoyed it. It's not the first one.
Patrick Swayze.
No,
he can't dirty dance. He's not a ghost.
Well,
all I can picture in my head.
And he's not an outsider either.
No, he's not.
He didn't even have the next of kin.
He did have the next of kin with Bill Paxton.
We want to do these movies? Damn, Patrick Swayze has some good movies.
Great, man. That's all I'm saying. A plane.
Hey, and he was never a bouncer. That's what I'm saying either, okay?
I saw that one too, yeah.
Roadhouse, absolutely. Damn, that dude has movies. Now you think about it.
He did.
Wow. Who's that actor that was in all those movies, fighting movies? What's his name? That was a cop, became a cop. Steven Seagal. Was he really a cop? Did he really become a cop?
No, he wasn't a cop. He was. I think they embellished a little bit about what he was. No, he was. He was supposed to be. So he was
arresting people with a uniform on. I don't know if it was like an acting thing.
No, he became a cop or a sheriff or something.
For this big, brawny, tough guy, he has the highest little voice.
You ever see him run? the martial arts that he even knows, like most people who are in the martial arts, it's like the simple. It's not really something that's gonna. It's but anyway, yeah. But he claimed. I think he claimed back in the day that he was some kind of a Fed, and that he actually taught martial art to other Feds or something. But I think a lot of that's been debunked.
Supposed to be CIA. He always said he was CIA.
Yeah, I think they debunked all that shit. I think
he wasn't, but he did train in Japan. He did train with the Aikido people, but
he was interesting.
Yeah.
And he's a fucking weirdo, so whatever.
Yeah.
And he had this high little voice.
You mean he had a? Anybody seen Richie? Can you tell me why he killed Bobby Lupo?
Where's Richie? William Forsythe.
Yeah, Steven Seagal. Okay.
Who else is that? Gina Gershwin. She's in that one.
Oh yeah.
Pam Grier. It was one of his partners in one of those movies.
The very first one.
Above the Law.
Yeah, Above the Law. Yeah, Pam Grier's in it. Yeah, absolutely. She was his partner. Some shit. Yeah, they were entertaining movies.
The first couple, Under Siege, was good.
I liked Under Siege.
I liked Under Siege. I didn't like the second one.
But it's not even necessarily him. Too. A lot of it's the other characters and stuff, the bad guys and everybody else around him.
Scott Glenn and Gary Busey and that.
Yeah, Tommy Lee Jones.
Yep, that's who it was. Tommy Lee Jones, not Scott Glenn. Tommy Lee Jones.
Yep,
confused them.
So sometimes you just have good cast around you that just make, and he's just there doing stupid shit. And you're like, oh, that looks cool. Yeah, okay. I'm telling you, Army Lee, like this guy, you could drop him in the moon with nothing, no air pressure, no oxygen, nothing to eat, and he'd come back with a fork and stick it in your eye and kill you. Like, okay. And then you see him running. You see Steven Seagal running and shit, looking like he's prancing and dancing. He didn't look like he run. It is the weirdest one you've ever, like, you know that this man has never, like, no one's ever taught him how to run. Like, he just has the weirdest stride when you, like, it's like a bad gazelle or some shit. I don't know what the fuck it is.
It's so graceful. At least, as much as I dislike Tom Cruise, at least that guy knew how to run.
Well, but see, I give Tom Cruise credit for a lot of reasons. Doing your own stunts, everything. I know he's a fucking asshole and he's got little man syndrome and all that shit, but he's got some great fucking movies. And just to know
he does.
He trains properly. That's why he trains. It's like
for the 10 years.
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Once I saw John Wick, it wasn't most people for Keanu Reeves. Oh, the Matrix. I was like, no. Once I saw John Wick, but I also saw the behind the scenes shit, like this motherfucker shooting and everything. Like he trains like a motherfucker. So it seems real. You see him do this shit. He's doing real shit.
Well,
there was the Atomic Blonde with Shireen Harris or Heron. Her fight scenes for a woman being a fight scene were believable because they showed this is how a woman should fight men. She wasn't swinging with them with her fists. She was using her elbows, her knees. Yeah. She was using everything that was around her. And she was getting her ass kicked at the same time, just coming up and winning. And I thought those fights, and they were done by the same guy that did the John Wick films.
There's nothing more disconcerting about somebody who can keep taking a punch. And the little guy that keeps jumping up after you, that's intimidating and disconcerting. When you can like pound, and they're just not going down.
Well, look at all the Joe Pesci roles that he played, and a lot of people, like you hear mobsters and stuff talk about how they were really people. He played like real characters. These are people who were small, but they were mighty. They were powerful. Like they were intimidating to people. Twice their size.
Was 6'1" or 6'2" that he played.
What do you say?
The guy that Joe Pesci played in the Goodfellas was actually like 6'1" or 6'2", and was like, that's why he was the tough guy, because he was so big. But Joe Pesci played it with his charisma, man. You believe he was that guy.
Hey,
explain to me how I'm funny.
I'm sorry. Just asked if you think maybe that you could share Michael's YouTube when he goes live so that we can watch it, but he said something about.
I personally don't know how to do it, unfortunately, because whenever I share shit, you don't hear the audio. I don't know how you.
Or we can all just go over there.
Well, I can't. That's the whole problem. I just can't. I can't watch Facebook Live.
Facebook Live. I hate Facebook Live. I wish it'd be on YouTube.
Yeah, I asked him to broadcast it someplace where we, kind of all can watch it. I mean, even just make it private, and you can just send private invites. But that he doesn't want to do that. No. I respect that. Wait, Patrick Swayze did 37 movies, Renee? Damn.
Only 37?
I know.
And I remember looking up, well, I wasn't looking up, but I heard years ago now, so I don't know how many done now, but Antonio Banderas had done like 50-something movies, like 15 years ago. He'd been in a heap of movies, none of which I'd probably seen. But.
Oh, dude, he's got a crazy-ass fucking movie that I watched where he's a father, and I think he's a physician, and his daughter gets raped or some shit, and basically she then commits suicide. So he kidnaps the dude. He finds the dude who rapes her. He kidnaps the dude, takes him to his crib, like keeps him held captive, and then done plastic surgery and turns him into a girl. And then he ends up falling in love with the girl that he turned the guy that killed his daughter. He turned. It's the weirdest fucking movie. I was what the fuck was I? I don't know what the name. I don't even think it's in English. I think it has subtitles or something. Maybe it doesn't have subtitles. I just remember watching this movie offhand, and I was like, "What the fuck did I just watch?" It's insane. I don't even know the name of the movie. I believe it's Antonio Banderas is the father.
Huh?
What the fuck? All right, now I got to find out the name of that fucking movie.
My dinner's ready. It's meatloaf, so I'm gonna go.
Enjoy your meatloaf.
That's a far cry from Puss in Boots on Shrek.
He's gonna get some Puss in Boots for dessert.
Yeah.
Did she make gravy too? Is there gravy?
No.
Gravy and biscuits.
Hey, Spud Wife.
Hey, Spud Wife. You missed the hair off, but you can rewind it.
The hair off.
All right. I'm gonna get out. Probably watch Michael's thing if he's starting, and then I'll come back.
Okay, Manja.
Hey, Johnny.
Yeah, I think the movie is called The Skin I Live In. It was released in like 2011, and it's a Spanish movie.
Skin I Live In.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He'd done a lot of foreign films before he was even like recognized in Western films and that.
Yeah, wasn't it like Desperado is what brought him to American movie culture?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I believe it was Desperado was like him and it was like his breakout movie here in America, and then it just took off from there.
And didn't he do Philadelphia with Tom Hanks?
Yeah, but he played that was like he played the boyfriend of Tom Hanks or some shit. He didn't really play a big role in the movie. Desperado was like his first, I believe, leading role that kind of put him on the scene because it was an action-packed movie, shoot 'em up, blah blah blah. He was the fucking guitar playing or whatever the fuck his band, whatever they're called.
Wasn't he Zorro as well? Didn't he do a Zorro movie?
Yeah, he did. I believe that came later though. Like that's when he started.
Yeah, it was later on once he'd sort of hit the big screen and.
Yeah, it's either that or no, it was Desperado because Desperado came before Once Upon a Time in Mexico or some shit. Because there's another movie like that he's in. That's the one with Johnny Depp. I think he's in that one too. But I believe Desperado was the first one. And I don't know how to say your name, Opal or Ojapo. Brian's not in here. I don't know. I send him invites, but he works a lot. So no, he's not here, brother. Sorry. Or sister. I don't know which one you are.
Excuse me. Spud Wife over in the chat says there's a funny story about Patrick Swayze. I saw Patrick Swayze on stage. He played, it was in Chicago, and he played the lawyer, the fast talking Richard Gere played it in the movie, but Patrick Swayze played on stage at the Pantages, and God, he was so stiff and stilted, and he had excellent posture. He has a dancer's posture, classically trained dancer posture. He was not convincing. He was pretty and nice to look at, but he really wasn't an actor, but it was the Pantages and I had a blast. But he
Talking of movies, I've just finished watching the entire Marvel universe because I started watching the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, like when you were talking about it, and I realized I'd missed a few of the movies, and so I watched it from beginning, from Captain America all the way through to the end game, and it's actually really I really got into it. I really enjoyed the entire the whole. Once you realize how they've linked it all up and how they've done it, they've done it really well. And now, I watched the 6th episode of the Falcon and Winter Soldier last night.
But the 6th one premieres here tonight, I guess. Oh no, I guess it premiered I don't know how it works, but I'll watch it maybe tonight later. So don't,
well, it
spoil,
dropped
don't spoil it.
yesterday in Australia on Netflix, so I watched it last night.
Don't spoil it.
I'm not going to say a thing. So, but no, it's good. I really enjoy it.
Good.
So.
But like I said, for me, it's always just been seeing it all play on the big screen. You know, my whole life, it's like I waited for that. The comic books were great, but it's like you always knew that at some point they were going to take it to the big screen. I'm glad they waited too, and were able to do what they were able to do, because I lived through so many fucking cheesy Marvel shit back in the day. You know, it's just like it was kind of this was good for me.
Yeah, well, I watched Captain America at the movies whenever that first came out, and I saw most of the Thor movies at the movies. I missed Iron Man 1, but I saw the second one before I even saw the first movie. I saw it at the big screen, because it's definitely worth going to watch them with all the cinematics and all the special effects and that. You got to see it on the big screen. So
yeah, I mean, at home, even with a great home entertainment system, unless you have like a fucking 100-inch screen, it's just not the same as being in a movie cinema. The movies just blow you away. The sound, the effects, everything, it pops. And as I said, that's what makes it so great. It's the cinematography of it. I don't care about the CGI. It doesn't bother me, because other than that, how else are you going to really create some of these characters that are bigger than life? Yeah. Which is still why I hope that they really continue to expand the Marvel Universe, though, and don't be fucking wimps about it.
Yeah. Well, that one with Wanderer and Vision, that was like, I mean, that was a bit bizarre watching that the first couple of episodes, because it's all black and white, and then you're trying to work out what the hell's going on. And because I'd missed a whole heap of the Marvel Universe stuff, it didn't make sense to me until it got later into the episodes, and then you realize like what's going on. So, but they do it so well.
Yeah. That was the thing, right? It's like at the first you're like, what the fuck am I watching? But then once you let it play out, it gives you a better understanding of everything. It seemed random at first. Like when they first started advertising WandaVision, I was like, this just seems random. Like, why are they going so hard about this random? But then it makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Her powers, her abilities tie in huge and everything that goes on.
And the Falcon and the Winter Soldier is about what's happened after all those people have come back at the end of the Endgame. And that was like, so I had to watch the Endgame. I had to watch the Infinity Wars and the Endgame to actually understand what was going on. So I stopped watching it till I'd finished all of the movies, and then it all suddenly made sense. So,
see,
but yeah, that's good. I've really enjoyed it. I'm a bit sad that it's all over. I've got nothing to watch now.
I know you hope they pump out more shit quickly. I know they got Loki coming out next. Here we go.
Robin. What
God is calling.
You better answer God, Robin.
It's after hours. My real work day when I have to answer that phone is over at 5. So I just shut him down.
Isn't there some big award show next week, Robin? Is that what they're preparing for?
Probably. Yeah. Probably.
You never know what Robin got up her sleeve. She might be like a fucking huge drug dealer or something. You never know what Robin got.
I'm horrible with titles. Is Infinity the Wars one with the Avengers and they're going after Thanos?
Yeah, that's the beginning. That's the part 1 of 2, basically. Endgame's the second part.
I'm trying to figure out which one I've watched, if I've watched Endgame or not. I don't want to ruin it for nobody.
Well, what happens at the end?
Because there's the 2 sisters.
Yeah, Gamora and what's the other one's name? The cybernetic one.
What's her name?
She was originally played by Charlize Theron, but then they changed her to the chick from.
I must have seen them both, because there was the. Yeah, never mind.
What the fuck is her name? Fuck, Gamora is the green one. Help, anybody? Where's my mom?
I can't think of it now. I've got a mental blank.
You'll have to ask Jonas. When he comes back from meeting, he'll tell you.
Somebody in the chat might get it, or somebody might look it up on its own. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Then I'm on the same page.
I watched the Endgame, and I was like, there was about, I don't know, 6 scenes, and I knew I hadn't watched the movie. There was at least 6 scenes that I had seen, and I don't know where I've seen them. I know I've seen a couple probably on Facebook or on other posts and that, and it was like that actual scene was familiar, and then it'd be like, but the rest of the story I have no idea because I've never watched it. So it was really weird watching it, because I'd never watched Infinity Wars, and that was all. When I watched that, I hadn't really seen anything of that on any short clips or anything, but it was definitely in the Endgame there was at least 6 scenes. I was like, I've seen this bit too, and I was like, but I haven't watched the whole movie. And that's what I was going to say is that Stan Lee died in November in 2018, but they still managed to have him in the Endgame movie, which was released in 2019. So they must have pre-recorded his scene before he died. So he was in every movie. And I was trying to work out if he was going to be in the Endgame one because it was dated after, it came out after he'd passed away. So, but yeah, I wonder if they'll CGI him into any new.
That could have been CGI or special effects, even.
It could have been.
Know.
Yeah, when
they're really good now.
They did it with Paul Walker in
in number 7.
They used his brother in some of the images, and they CGI'd his brother, like over his brother's image or whatever. I guess his brother looks a lot like him, so that's what they were using in the movies. I still want to understand how they're going to write that. They haven't written anything into the movies that alludes to anything. Like even just say he got kidnapped and that's the premise of it, but like just to completely write him out of the scripts is kind of weird to me.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if his family still gets money or anything from the movies, but I'm sure he probably had a great deal. But like just to do something, like make some of the premise, like hello, he just disappeared, like him and his girl and the baby, they're gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he drives off into the sunset in number 7, doesn't he?
Yeah, exactly, and that's his brother in the fucking image and shit. So I don't know. The movies have gotten. The movies were fun in the beginning when it was the cars and shit like that in the city. But once these motherfuckers are taking on mercenaries and jumping cars between buildings and shit in Dubai and everything, I was like, enough. I guess.
Nebula.
Like, oh yeah, Nebula. Thank you.
Nebula.
Yeah.
Who said that? Renee. Renee said it.
Thank you, Renee.
There you go. Probably got it from Johnny.
He's like, John, what is it? What is it? What is it? He's like, Nebula. Come on. That's an easy one. That's Nebula. Too fast, too furious. Even Ludacris. If you go back and watch the movies, he couldn't drive anymore. He couldn't race because he had a limp leg. And all of a sudden, he's kicking people's asses and shit and doing like, okay. I guess.
There you go. Renee says that Nicolas Cage has been in 115 movies.
Good Lord.
Really?
Oh, we'll have to look that one up.
Wow. Jesus. He was like, you got a paycheck coming? I'll be there.
I can only remember like 3.
Oh, I can remember
one,
maybe 3 or 4.
What's the one where they do it's like 18 minutes or 8 minutes.
Gone in 60 seconds.
No, it's not Gone in 60 seconds. There's a whole like boxing fighting scene at the beginning, and they roll with one camera.
Oh, you're talking about
like
Snake Eyes.
Snake Eyes, that's the one.
Yep.
That was really good how they did that. Like,
yeah.
And then didn't he do Face Off?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going to take his face off.
What's that one? Was it Bite of the Vampire or something where he thinks he's a vampire? He goes out.
Isn't that like early in his career movie? Wasn't he young when he did that movie?
I don't know. And he drove his secretary.
Wasn't it once? I thought it was Once Bitten or some shit.
Yeah,
no, I stand corrected. Renee knew it was Nebula. It didn't come from Johnny.
Oh, sorry. We apologize, Renee. Not trying to take any credit away from you.
Go Renee.
Yeah, you did better than us.
And to think, well, see, because the whole Guardians of the Galaxy is shit to me anyway, so I don't really like all the new ones. I'm like, okay, they came out of nowhere. I remember the original Guardians of the Galaxy. Although they do show them in the movie, some of them. I still haven't seen Vance Astro yet, though, or at least I haven't picked him up. I need to look that up if they actually have had because everybody else has been there from the original Guardians except for Vance Astro.
Groot is my favorite.
Groot? I was just gonna say that's Vin Diesel, and like they must use like a green screen or something with him with all the dots and stuff or whatever, so that when he's moving, it makes the Groot move, because I mean it's not like he's wearing a costume, is it? Like,
well, I don't even think they do that. They probably just use his voice and CGI that shit.
Yeah.
He probably doesn't even have to appear. They probably just use him for the voice. He probably just does voiceovers because it's the easiest character. Well, that and Rocket Raccoon, because Rocket Raccoon is Bradley Cooper.
So, you know, it's the easiest role to play, isn't it? Same line over and over. Yeah. I am Groot.
I am Groot. Groot. And then you got
when he says it and they're like, whoa, language, whoa.
Yeah. I
Well, that was like
to have a little
R2D2.
houseplant that could do all that shit.
And he's like, don't like R2D2 got chastised for saying something bad before. Like, what did R2 say? We're all like, did R2 say fuck? Like, what did R2 say? Come on, R2, let us know. Like, we don't speak, or even Chewbacca. Like, I don't speak Wookiee. What the fuck? You just screaming all the time.
You know that squeal that R2 does, like when he gets over shocked and stuff, and he does that wee.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the F word. That's the F word.
No, that's shit. That's like, oh shit, like that shit.
Oh, shit.
You know how like when you're driving in the car with somebody who's driving crazy and they got the oh shit fucking bar up there that you grabbed and shit? That's what R2's doing. It's like, oh shit. I don't think it's fuck. I think it's oh shit. Fuck is when I think fuck is different. It's like when you know you're fucked. I don't think R2 pretty much thinks he's fucked all the time. Actually.
Do you remember what a keep-on is?
A coupon?
What?
Keep-on.
A keep-on.
K-E-E-P. Keep-on. It's a little desktop robot. He looks like two tennis balls stacked on top of each other. And he can listen to music and dance along with music, or he's touch sensitive. I actually have one.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Oh, really?
Is that an old school thing or something new?
No, that's old school.
Oh.
We're talking 90s probably.
All right, guys. I'm going to have to shoot soon, in a minute, because the girls will be over here soon. I've got to go and get dressed and get ready.
Okay.
So,
brother. Thank you for hanging out with us.
All right, Dex.
Yeah.
Have a great day.
Glad.
Enjoy family time.
Dex. Yeah, enjoy.
All right, guys.
Have a
Love
good
you all.
time.
Talk to
All
you
right.
soon.
All right. Good night. Or good afternoon.
Whatever time it is.
How do you know robots?
So it's like 10, 12. It's nearly noon tomorrow there.
Well, damn. I don't even know what time it is
Pixelated
here.
echo stuff.
Pixelated echo what?
Pixelated echo stuff.
Is it pickolated or pixelated? Which one? You said pickolated.
Pixelated.
I know, I fucked up. It's
Dictulated what? Oh, you said dictulated. That's what you're into? All right, whatever you're into, I understand. Do your thing, girl.
Pixels.
Dixels?
Pixels.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's some little bitty square things that make a picture.
What's up, Effluent? R2D2 poop.
R2D2 poop.
Let's not go through again.
I'm tired of having to roll my old blunts. You guys suck. Okay?
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to roll my own blunts. This is a travesty. See what it does? It takes my attention away.
I blame politics.
You should have them all rolled before you come on.
No kidding. Have 3 or 4 of them
like that.
I don't know. It's might learn something just watching do it. I learned
No
something about
kidding.
the leaf.
Just because Robin gets fucking pre-rolls, Robin, doesn't mean everybody rolls that way, okay?
I
learned a
know
little bit
how to
about the
do
leaf
it.
the other day.
Mm-hmm. What leaf? What'd I do?
You was telling me about the leaf itself the other day.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Robin's supposed to try the leaf. She still hasn't.
I still haven't.
Mm-hmm.
I went to the store today and I looked and I didn't see any. I asked them if they had any and they said no, that I'd have to go to a tobacco store.
Or a 7-Eleven even? Or a gas
Not here,
station?
no,
Well,
not no.
7-Elevens have them here. You can get them here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
There's a 7-Eleven that, well, it's a bit of a walk. I could maybe walk up there and see.
Wait, you're in.
Do you know what to ask for?
Fronto. Let me see.
Fronto?
And you check the date and you get the newest one on the rack.
No, that's not how it works. You don't know what you're talking about. You have to know.
That's what you said.
I didn't say all that. You just put words in my mouth that I absolutely did not.
I made up the shit about the rack.
Yeah, you made up all that shit because I haven't discussed anything about how you pick them because you do want to pick certain leaves, but you'd have to know what you're looking at. Because some might be old, drier and older. But
Okay, I simplified it. All right.
Mm-hmm. Always trying to put words in people's mouths and shit. Then don't remember ones that come out of your own. So there's a list on Yelp, the top 10 best Fronto leaves in Los Angeles, California. Puffin Stuff Depot, Stogs. There's a bunch of places. I don't know where you at, Robin, but I'm sure if you look it up, you'll find them. Okay.
Oh, how about California? How
Okay.
about North Hollywood?
I just gave. Listen, you can do your fucking research. Okay. I don't know.
I'll do my fucking research.
Okay.
I'll just call them up and ask them.
There you go, Robin. You do that. Okay.
Can't rely on
You're gonna be like, yo, what's up, my niggas? Y'all got pronto leave. The bitch is trying to smoke tonight. I'm trying to get high as fuck.
And then I'll get a knock on my door.
Uh-huh.
It'll be a welfare check. Say, ma'am, are you all right? Are you still raving like you did on the phone?
Robin.
You'll end up getting hung up on.
Do you sometimes see things that not other people can see?
Maybe.
You talking to the voices in your head, ma'am?
I used to. No?
Whoa. I'm glad you got over that. Okay. That's all I gotta say.
Thanks.
Effluent, are you a real person? Like, I always see you in the chats and stuff. Like, have you ever been live with anybody? Does anybody know if you're a real person?
Effluent for you?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're very adorable. I mean, I've talked to them in chat many moons. They seem like a very nice person.
I know, but chats.
They seem, if that's a bot, they're a very responsive and well-educated and well-programmed one.
I didn't say a bot.
Hey, K-Ride, sweetie Petey in the
What's
chat.
up, K-Ride?
K-Ride.
Your shop sells shake clippings cheap. Hey, we can get it.
What's an MJ?
K-Ride, what is that a big old eyeball? K-Ride? Oh.
Yeah. It is.
You have videos up. What are your videos of, Effluent?
Videos of what?
Why don't you come in here and talk about it sometime? You afraid of us? Do we scare you? Be afraid. Be very afraid.
I like being scared.
Why?
I don't know. I just enjoy, being in scary movies and stuff.
Yeah.
But they're not even really scary anymore. Like, scary movies are just sensationalized movies now.
Yeah.
It's not scary. It's more the shock effect. Like, what's around this corner? The person's response. People respond more to the fucking actor's responses than they actually do to the script itself. It's not scary. That's not what makes a movie scary for me. And the CGI fucking try to be scary creatures and shit that
yeah,
loses me.
I've tried the slingshot at the amusement parks. That was pretty jarring, but
I mean, come on, think about this, right? When you even think about vampires, like, what is scarier than Nosferatu? They've tried every kind of way to make vampires, and they've had some sick-looking vampires that are kind of creepy, but nothing will be more creepy to me other than Nosferatu.
That is pretty creepy.
It's just they keep trying to and with CGI, it makes it worse because they try to go all out. They try to go over the top and keep whatever.
I don't know. To me, the best vampires are from 30 Days of Night. They're just nasty. They're fabulous.
Yeah, but even those, if you look, the vampires from Salem's Lot, all of them, their images kind of what Nosferatu started. It was just that the crooked, crazy, dark teeth, dead looking, looking dead and looking morbid and shit. Now vampires shimmer and glow in the fucking, and they fucking fuck and do everything, and they're just fucking, they're beautiful people and beautiful men and women and shit. You go and watch True Blood, it's like, oh my god, who wouldn't want to fuck a vampire?
I've never seen True Blood.
I love True Blood. They had some of these. Even what's her name? Anna Paquin. I'm sorry, like Sookie Stackhouse. Oh, dude, listen.
Good looking woman.
Just saying, she didn't. It was Rogue and everything. I'm like, yeah, whatever. But when they brought her, well, it started as a Spike Lee movie called. Is it the 26th Hour or the 25th Hour? It's Ed Norton Jr. What the fuck is Philip Seymour Hoffman's in it? And he's basically in Rosario Dawson's this woman. He's basically a drug dealer who's about to go to jail. But Philip Seymour Hoffman is a teacher, and I think he's a high school teacher. And Anna Paquin's in the movie, and she comes and meets him at the club and all this type of shit. And that's where you could kind of see where she's like, she's gonna be a fucking cutie. And then I saw her in fucking True Blood, and I was like, yeah. And them titties and everything.
Suki
Stackhouse. Snoop Dogg made a song about Snooki Stackhouse. I was like, okay, Snoop. They had some beautiful fucking women in that show, and they didn't give a fuck about showing. The only one that they never showed nude was Jessica, the redheaded fucking vampire.
Never.
She's in Daredevil as well, but they don't show her naked, but they show all the other chicks pretty much naked except for her. I was like, what the fuck? Come on, I want to see the fucking red. I want to see the red beaver.
She's so pretty too, eh?
Yeah, she is.
Yay,
so pretty.
that one didn't sell out.
Maybe she wasn't a real redhead.
Exactly.
No, she is. I can tell by her skin and stuff. No, she's a real redhead. I can tell by her skin and the color of her skin and stuff.
Yeah.
You said she wasn't a sellout. I wouldn't consider her a sellout in that show. That was the premise of the show. If you're watching a show where people are nude and sex and stuff like that,
there is a lot of nudity, and it is odd that because she is so pretty that she didn't.
Is this
that's her choice, though? I guess
Are we talking like soft porn here?
This is HBO. It's like
no, this is True Blood. This is it's a vampire series. It's really well done. Really well done.
I enjoyed it.
The last vampire thing I watched was Dark Shadows when I was raising my kids.
That's a long time ago, wasn't it?
That was it. See, that's how long it's been since I have, and only because I was like maybe doing the ironing or the kids were having lunch and I turned on the TV. It's so waiting for the kids to get home from school. I watched Dark Shadows. That was the last vampire thing.
Wow.
Oh, you've got to watch Twilight.
No, I have no interest.
You don't have to watch Twilight.
I can't lie. I'm such a vampire fan, and then when you bring the werewolves and everything in, so I watched all of them in hopes. And then they get to the last movie and they have this insane battle. And I'm like, this is what I've been waiting for. And then it's null and void. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, I know exactly the passion for that. When I was little, I used to love the werewolf movies. Oh my God. I was
a teenage werewolf.
Lon Chaney, black and white. Lon Chaney. Oh, dear mercy. I love Bela Lugosi. That scary stuff. I love that shit when I was little, but now I'm just okay. I've seen
because it's all in color now. It's all pretty. It's all the soundtracks. It's all the
I got my toxic. I hit toxic load. I hit critical mass with all the.
How about Queen of the Damned? I thought that was pretty nice.
All right, you know what's ironic? I've never seen that movie.
No, really? Wow.
Nope.
It's a really nice vampire.
That's what everybody. I don't know why I've never watched.
It's well done. It's well done.
Never
I
seen
like
it.
I like all the
Yeah.
Wait,
Interview with the Vampire.
What was the Michael Landon movie? Wasn't he a vampire?
Michael Landon from the Little House on the Prairie.
Bonanza and
Little House on the Prairie, right?
No, Michael Landon.
I don't think he was a vampire.
Or a werewolf.
Wasn't Michael Landon from Little House on the Prairie? He started on Bonanza, but wasn't he on Little House on the Prairie?
No.
No?
He was on Bonanza.
Yeah.
Right, but he was one of the three sons. He was the youngest son. Didn't he go on to do Little House on the Prairie?
Yeah.
Yes.
Michael,
I think,
Okay, what was his name? He wasn't John Boy. He wasn't Goodnight, John Boy.
You're talking about, first of all, you're talking about the Waltons. I said Little House on the Prairie. It's a completely
Little House on the Prairie.
Yes, that's Mike. And then he later on went on to do Touched by an Angel or some shit. No, something like that. He was like an angel or whatever on Earth. It was like his last role before he passed away.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Boy, wasn't that timely.
Michael Landon was a teenage werewolf.
Teenage werewolf.
He was a teenage werewolf?
Thank you.
Thanks, John.
But he went on. Right, but that's the same guy from Little House on the Prairie, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
and then he went on.
Before he did Bonanza, he was in the movie.
When he was really young, yeah.
Right, and his last thing was ever that Touched by an Angel or something.
That was his last series, with Victor French, both from Little House on the Prairie.
I remember seeing him on the Johnny Carson show.
Hey, Robin. Hey, Robin. I'm always right.
The best werewolf movie still. Best
No,
werewolf movie for
American
Halloween.
Werewolf in London.
Good number.
Yes.
Number two.
No,
I like
that
the
was
Howling.
the Dr. Pepper guy. The Dr.
Yeah.
Pepper guy did American Werewolf in London.
Yep. I
Here's
forget
an
his name.
obscure
They
vampire
also did a
movie.
song, "Feeling It" or "Beat It" or something. I did a song that was a disco song.
Blood
But
and
when I say the
Donuts.
Howling, because the scene where the guy changes in front of the girl, there's like really nothing she can. I mean, the guy just changed the world in front of you, and it was well done for 1981. Best vampire movie though, Near Dark.
Really?
You ever
Yes,
heard of Blood and Donuts?
No.
Nope.
So Near Dark. Catherine Bigelow directed it. Lance Henderson, Bill Paxton,
Near
Jenny
Dark.
Wright.
Oh,
87.
cool. Okay, I'll go check it out. I don't think I've ever seen. It sounds familiar, but
It's great.
It's
The only
not.
thing, the ending's a little disappointing, but not really. It's just it's like they cheaped out the ending just a tad. But the best thing is there's no sequels.
Blood
Right
and
on.
Donuts is
There
done
you
in
go.
Canada, Corey.
I'm sorry. 6 drops.
Blood and Donuts is done in Canada, Corey.
Then it can't be good. Name a good Canadian
Yeah.
movie.
I really liked it. I thought it was pretty
It's
good.
actually a good werewolf movie.
The what?
Ginger Snaps.
Oh,
I love
a good
Ginger
werewolf.
Snaps. That's
It's a good
fabulous.
werewolf.
It's so well done. So well done. The
It
first one
was.
is so. I love
Yeah,
it.
the first one's good. The rest of
I
them
mean,
are crap.
she's in the bathroom. She's in the bathroom. And she's trying to cut her tail off.
Yeah.
That's too funny.
And
That was a good story. And they're trying to scare her parents all the time.
Well, I just think it's funny that it's an allegory for menstruation. You know, that's what's hilarious about that movie. Menstruation is what women do, once a month or so. I mean,
that women do.
Yeah, women do it. Guys don't do
It's
it.
not like we can choose it. It just kind of happens.
Yeah,
to us.
actually, you can. You can have surgeries that stop it. So.
Oh, neener. Yeah, we can. But
well, you should be able to.
hey, I was spayed.
Get the right one in.
K-Rod Express said that his
Little vampire.
stripper name is Ginger Snap.
I don't think there's a surgery that can stop it.
Food.
It's a great movie.
Wait, the Mr. and Mrs. are over there.
Books, the Queen of the Dam movie. It's like not even 1/3 of the book. The book is so much deeper.
Yeah, the book's way better.
I did like Stuart Townsend as Lestat better than Tom Cruise. In fact, I think when they did the Tom Cruise with Brad Pitt, they should have reversed those roles. I think you would have had a better movie.
You talking about that Interview with a Vampire?
Yeah. Interview with a Vampire. If
I
Brad
think so
Pitt
too.
had
Actually, I think so too. I
Tom Cruise
remember.
was Louis, that would have been a good movie. But they miscast him so bad.
Too. Yeah.
Angela
I
Banderas
remember
was
Tom.
a 17-year-old French kid. Not a 30-year-old.
Listen to Renee.
Yeah, well, I remember that he had to actually convince, because Anne Rice didn't want him to be Lestat at all, because I mean Lestat's blonde and he's nasty, and then you look at like Goody Twos, Tom Cruise, and apparently he went there in character and talked to her as Lestat apparently for 4 hours to convince her that he should do it, and then she let him do it. But she was like, nope.
She didn't have the choice. They cast her. She said he did a good job in the end, and then she saw the movie. She was like, okay, he actually almost pulled it off. She probably said he pulled it off, but he almost pulled it off.
Yeah.
But he reversed it. He got rid of anything that had to do with anything being gay, because the vampires are androgynous, so they could do anything. Like they slept in the same coffin a lot. He got rid of that because Tom Cruise, let's be honest, seems to be a little bit like can't question him on his sexuality.
There have been rumors. Yeah.
Well, there's rumors about John Travolta too.
Yeah, there have been rumors. Richard Gere. You don't know. We don't.
Well, we got
know.
Richard Gere's the hamster though.
Gerbil. No, it was a gerbil.
He's a gerbil.
I wouldn't know. I mean,
well, it made headlines.
It was a garden snake.
No, it was a gerbil.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Pet Shop Boys.
Who gives a fuck what the fuck they do in their personal time? As long as they ain't hurt nobody, I don't give a fuck who they fuck. Just make good movies,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
just don't tell me about what you're doing with your kink.
Like
I don't want to know it.
person in the UFO community that's been gone for a couple of months. He seems to really have a problem with anybody suggesting anything about his sexuality.
Who's this?
Someone who's been gone for a couple of months who's coming back soon that would look cool with a mustache.
I know what he's talking about.
Okay.
But yet he releases all these homoerotic fucking dream sequences and all that crazy shit. It's like, dude, if this is based on your own stuff, it's like whatever.
As a wife that says some shit as a beard, you know what I mean? I'm saying you can't suggest that he's homosexual. He flips out. Oh no. And I'm like, if you're comfortable with who you are, you don't care.
Because he knows that honestly that his fucking audience, they're racist, they're homophobic, they're transphobic, they're all that shit.
He needs to get a new audience. Geez.
Well, that's the audience that's paying his bills.
Attention grabber.
That's the audience that's paying his bills. He ain't going nowhere.
He goes for the right wing, what is it, Christian, angelic or whatever audience, you know?
Yeah.
Everyone's, that's what I think is funny about being pagan, being, like an Odin. It's he's the all father, not white and straight father, all. And I love pointing that out, especially to white supremacists because they get mad at me.
I don't get it. You would think that if you're so enlightened and going to ascend, you'd be past all the petty bullshit.
Yeah.
That would all be petty to you. Even if you knew a segment of society wasn't whatever, maybe for some reason certain races aren't going to go where you're going. Maybe that's how it works. Cool, but just go. Don't make a big deal out of it. Just leave. Stop talking shit about everybody else and shit. Do your thing. Go. I don't get it. You want to leave?
I don't care what anybody is. If you're cool with me, I'm cool with you. I don't care. If
Man, listen.
If you don't like them, sucks because your God made them that way.
That's right.
No, their God is an exclusive God. Their God doesn't work that way.
They have a different one.
Their God. Well, listen. You listen to even DW talk about being raw, and he's the daddy of white people.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Yes, I you know what? I gotta be honest. I think he's lying about that.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Come on, are you sure?
Mustache, I'd probably be like, okay, but
if he had long, beautiful, flowing hair, maybe like he did back in the day, would you believe him?
He looked. I liked him better with long hair before he started losing it, and his little teeth before he got those big fake ones.
Dude, he was so goofy, and then it's like all of a sudden you see him. Even when he tries to be serious, he's still goofy. Like you see him be goofy all the time. It's just who he is. That's fine.
And you should embrace that. You should embrace his goofiness.
Yeah, absolutely. Dude, all the crying and stuff live and everything. Come on.
Yeah, let that freak flag fly.
Yeah,
that's right.
I
want the dude to smoke a blunt, man. I hope I meet him one day someplace, and he's like, "Come on, let's smoke a blunt, Jiggy. Let's sit down and talk." Cool.
Jiggy, could you put my hair in cornrows for me?
No, I don't know how to braid. I know some chicks that can braid it for you, though. You want to go to the hood? I got some cousins. You can sit on the stoop and smoke blunts, and they'll braid your hair.
That's cool.
On a hot summer day.
Yeah,
even girls.
Oh, I got some girl cousins that'll rock your fucking world. They're feminine, but they fight. Like I've seen. They've tried to fight me before. Like it's like, okay,
no,
cool,
I mean,
chill out.
You don't have to for them to braid your hair. You got a chick who'll braid a chick's hair.
Yeah, absolutely. That's chicks braid other chicks' hair.
That's how they get started.
I would love.
That's how they do it.
Braid my hair.
Shit, my sister braids all my nieces' hair and all that type of shit.
I got to braid my own all the time.
You know what? It feels really good to have somebody braid your hair. I know.
Until your fucking scalp starts itching and shit, though.
Oh no, I love that whole. I could fall asleep because it feels so.
Watch my toes curl and shit. Yeah.
That's because you don't have black hair, Robin. It's a whole different experience when you get your.
Oh, I know. I'm privileged. I know. Hey, I've done black hair. You have to yank that stuff
Oh, did you, Robin? That kinky hair?
Really?
You're like, damn, nigga, what's your hair made of?
I've done black hair.
I don't even think she heard what I said.
I can do all kinds of hair.
She did not hear what I said whatsoever.
I didn't even give a fuck, Jiggy. I heard it. I just glossed right over it.
She's not acknowledging.
You know what? Hey, let's play Robin's greatest
hits.
He's
12 years old, y'all.
Hold on. Let's play Robin's greatest hits. Robin, you want to hear Robin's greatest hits? Huh?
Yo.
Oh, here we go. She's getting black on us, y'all. Go ahead, Robin. Transform. Come on, Robin. Show us what you got. Come on, Robin. Kick a beat.
I did. I'm done.
All right, here you go, Robin. I'll let this do it for you. Go ahead. Hold on.
Okay. Oh, Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Which one's he gonna do? Oh, I know.
Listening so quietly.
Wait. Here it is. Yo, Bizos, why the fuck did you fire my ass, boss? Nigga, it's because you always show up here on CPT. You supposed to start at 9 and never see your ass till 9:30. Oh my God.
Did you know?
They thought you were doing it.
Yeah, we know.
That's beautiful.
Jeez.
It's a beautiful thing.
It's infamy. That's what that is.
It's the character that makes it, though. You totally want to do it.
Yo, please don't
straight out.
Fire me, boss ass nigga. Wait, hold up.
Wait, what'd I say? It doesn't count.
I was reading a monologue. They told me to read this monologue, and I proceeded. What was I supposed to do?
I know it was like I was trying out for a part in West Side Story or some shit. And I read it like I was.
I was doing NWA the musical.
Yeah, man.
Robin, you live in Hollywood. Awesome. You should take your ass, send some pictures, let them know you're a weed smoking granny and shit, and I guarantee you get a cool fucking role.
Why not?
They're always looking for a weed smoking granny in a movie.
I've not heard that. I've never seen a cattle call for that very thing. No.
Okay. Have you looked? Have you looked?
No.
There you go.
That's why I haven't seen it. No.
Come on, I hear they're doing Dirty Grandmas too. Come on, you get a role in that.
Dirty Grandmas.
Dirty Grandmas too. Does it if it involves? I have to have a clause in my contract. I don't do nudity.
Why not? Come on, Robin. Show us what you got.
Show us what you got. Show us what you're working with.
Come on, Robin. Are you scared, Robin? You don't have any black and white photos of you nude back in the day your husband took or some shit? Or your lover?
They were always in color.
There's some real to real somewhere, Robin and shit doing the nasty.
No, actually,
they go into the closet.
There's some pictures etched in the scave somewhere of two lovers, caveman and cavewoman having sex.
Actually, there were a number of 35 millimeter slides.
Can't unsee this. Ting.
A number of them.
I believe you, Robin.
Slideshow.
There were. There were.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
did you develop them yourself?
No, you could send them away to this place that promised.
That means that they could be on the internet somewhere, Robin.
You know what? Oh, they're probably all dead now. This
you believe
was a long
that.
time ago. There was no internet back then. They've probably rotted by now. And we didn't have scanners, so they're all dead.
Someone found them in the attic of your old house and shit, and they were like, ooh.
It's on eBay now.
No, actually, when my children's father and I separated, he had this, and we were putting things in storage because we were building a house, but he didn't know I was about to separate because he did some final stuff that. Anyway, he got all of the slides and stuff from our intimate moments, and he had them all taped up in a box, ready to move. And I knew what was in there. So when he was at work one day before we packed the final business, I opened that box. I took out every single incriminating thing that, because of course he wanted it as to blackmail me. He was that kind of charming fellow. So I
he
got
wanted
them
it for
all.
a spank bank.
Including the negatives?
Everything. I got them all. And then I had an identical box because so I put everything and I looked at the taping pattern, and then I just replaced it with dumb shit. You know, stuff from his underwear drawer, just dumb stuff, taped it back up exactly. And then that went on the moving truck. So all that stuff is gone.
You destroyed
Pet rock.
I burned it in the barbecue when I was lighting the brick up.
Burn, baby, burn.
Burn, baby, burn that mother down. Yeah.
I remember that song. We were driving across the Delaware Bridge going to Delaware. My mama was blasting that song.
But in the 70s.
No, that was well, that could have well, yeah, it was
burn, baby, burn that mother down.
I would say mid to late 70s.
I'm trying to think.
You know, I've heard this song forever.
Yeah, that would have been like 79. I think.
I was in my early 30s.
Well, good for you.
So 60s then?
70s.
You said the 30s?
1930s?
Jeepers, creepers.
I get no respect here.
Where'd you get them papers? Jeepers.
The reason she eats Hungry Man, Dennis, is because she remembers the Great Depression.
Yeah.
That's her way of preparing. She probably got MREs and stuff at home and everything too.
Yeah, the Victory Garden.
Right on. Victory card.
Robin, you ever eat an MRE?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, wasn't your husband in the military or something?
In the Navy, but I got MREs just because you could order them online and shit.
Oh yeah, you started hearing all the fucking advertisement from the survivalists.
Oh yeah, I tried them. And hey, if
Alex Jones says you need to get some survivalists, things are gonna go bad when you're not eating the DMT.
Hey, I got a bunch of that.
This is George Snorri, and if you haven't picked up my latest survival kit, get it now with the Coast to Coast AM app, and you'll get it for $79,000.
Free sea crane foam with every purchase.
Hey, I have a Sea Crane radio. Where is it?
Yes, so do I.
Hey, I love my little Sea Crane radio. It's a battery operated. You can crank it and shit, and it gets solar power. Every now and then, I turn it on if I'm up late, and if I'm bored, I'll turn on Coast to Coast AM just to check in, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Oh God, no.
Well, I'm a Coast insider because
Yeah.
Oh,
I used to be, so I could listen to Art Bell and listen to stuff, the older archive stuff.
Oh my mom!
I'm not giving those motherfuckers my money.
I did this interview that I like. Mitch Horowitz was just on. I listened to that. I like Mitch Horowitz. I like AJ Mazzulli, the giant guy, the Watchers. I don't really believe him.
Who's the Skywatcher guy that's always at the beginning? I like him, the guy that
Davenport.
Yeah,
Peter Davenport.
Yeah, I like Peter Davenport.
I was listening to one, and they were talking about my city that I live in. They were like, and I like at 2:45 a.m. on Tuesday morning, and a guy reports to me, and I'm like, I was asleep. I didn't see shit.
I didn't hear nothing. Dude, my favorite is like when he has like the psychics and shit on who I've met, and I just know they're full of shit and garbage.
Oh God, they're
on there telling these insane stories, and I'm just like, what, really, dude? Like, you just come on. I could do the same shit. Anybody could get on there and say that. Yeah, I had this experience when I was at the Stanley Hotel or at Lizzie Borden's house, and I could feel the energy and the murders and everything, and it was just hard. It was terrible. Like, okay.
Well, we didn't get that. Can you do that again? But do it towards your left, so we get a better side. The lighting wasn't right.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, I'm gonna go. I'm tired. You guys have a great night.
Well,
I'll see you soon.
Night, Corey.
All right, good night, everyone. See you soon. Have a great night.
Have fun in Canada.
Bye.
Yeah, sleep well, sweetheart. Or whatever you're going to do next.
Train.
Watch out for that train.
I heard it. Anybody see it?
Ghost
That shit is close.
train. Later. It was a ghost train.
Was it Ghost Train?
Ghost train.
Ghost Train.
Ghost train.
It was K-Rod
Oh,
Express.
Run for your lives.
Okay.
The light at the end of the tunnel is a train.
Yeah, I'll tell you, when I have been in the tunnels underground in Boston, in the train tunnels, when you hear those whistles, those are real trains. They are.
Maybe. I don't know.
Oh, no. I might listen, again, this is where I always talk about JiGGYS judgment. My friends, when they were building they redid the whole, what they call the Southwest Corridor where I grew up. When I was growing up, there used to be a bridge that you have to cross over to get to the other street. And then they eventually filled all that in and the train started running through there, not just Amtrak, but the local, what we call the MBTA, the transit system here. And we would go down there and play in them fucking tunnels. And they started this shit in like 1985, 86. So we were down there driving the trucks, doing crazy shit. And my stupid ass friends, as the Amtrak train going, they decided they're going to jump on the train and jump off the train.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, we did that in Seattle, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't do any of that.
Not
I was like,
tunnel.
I'm not doing that. Yeah, no. I'm
Not in the
good.
tunnel. It was out in the open.
Dude, but the one person who got fucked up was my friend, who, of course, was the son of a preacher.
Oh.
And he was a white kid hanging with a bunch of black kids.
He's the only one who could ever
you know
teach
whose
me.
fault that was.
The son of a
Yeah, you know
preacher
exactly
man.
whose fault that was. I was like, and the question that will always be asked is, how come you're not fucked up? I'm like, because I'm not doing none of that shit. My mother knew. I was like, you ain't got to worry about that. I knew when it was time for me to walk away.
I was in my early 20s drunk as hell doing it. Because it sounded like a good idea at the time. You jump on the train, go 60 feet, and jump off. Okay. All right, I ain't doing that again.
No, dude, we stole one of the trucks. And we knew we knew how to drive 5-speed, but working a big ass truck is still a little bit harder, but you can still drive them. And we drove that shit into the support beams. You know how they have beams to go up to do work in the tunnel? Yeah. And the beams, all you hear is all these fucking beams just crashing like ping, 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 ping on top of the truck. And we're inside the truck like, oh shit. But it covered us, but we could still get out the fucking truck and everything. We were like, yo, we got to stop coming down here. Like, we just doing dumb shit. Yeah. My boy turned the power on the tunnel, and he's lucky because he was about to really be electrocuted. Like, you could see him, like, my other friend grabbed him and pushed him away. It's like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? I want to turn the lights on so we can see. Like, that's not how this works. Like,
that everyone can see you.
Right, exactly, dummy. Like, what the fuck are you thinking about? We were just like, we did great.
When we were little kids, we were out in so the house I grew up in behind is woods, and there's trails, a big air trail, and we go down there like half hour into these little trail in the woods, and there's a fence. We all have to pee, so we're all peeing by the fence, and I go, that's electric fence, man, don't pee on it. And my buddy goes, oh yeah? And he just throws the stream. It broke, because if it hadn't, can you imagine that? But he was like, oh my God, this is like, I told you, I knew what they look like. But he almost peed on it. Like, don't pee on that. That's electric. Oh, he almost did.
Yeah. You have to know the third rail and all that type of shit. Because we explored the shit out those tunnels. There's even like we got chased in the tunnels from stealing shit from a place. And there's actually a very famous friend of mine who I won't incriminate who was there when all this shit. We ran into those miles in them fucking train tunnels and shit. Because we knew them. We explored them so much. Like there's a whole old underground rail system here that most people don't know about. There's an underground theater here. There's all kinds of shit underground in the city of Boston. And we explored a great part of that shit.
How fun, Jiggy. Dang.
And we weren't I'd like to go do it again now. You have to get permission and stuff like that. And you need like serious fucking lung wear now because you're talking about even.
Oh, but back when you did it, God, I love your childhood.
Yeah, we were crazy. You live in the city. It's like, the city, people think that, what the topographic area of the city is what really counts. But there's just, if you're an explorer, even in the city, you can explore a lot of shit. My house is built literally on part of the Underground Railroad because the Harriet Tubman house in Boston was the next street over from where I grew up. And then they actually just tore down the center because they had a Harriet Tubman house center and everything. But it's all, even my house had we found a secret room. There was the old coal room, everything in the fucking house.
Oh.
No, I grew up, in the suburbs. So we just explored the woods around us, Follow creeks forever and a day.
I think that's why I was so enthusiastic when I went to camp. Like, you know, I didn't like camp at first until my grandmother sent me a package and I was cool and settled in. But then I was always ready to explore. I would do dumb shit. I jumped in a fucking body of, I'm running, I see water. I'm like, I'm gonna go swimming. And I hear them yelling and I'm like, what are they yelling about? And I jump in and I get out the water and I've got leeches all on my fucking leg.
Oh, there you have it.
It didn't, for some reason, I didn't freak out though. They didn't let me freak out. I didn't even know what the fuck a leech was. I learned a lot of
They
shit.
probably did the thing, the leech removal stuff. They're probably used to dumb ass kids doing that.
No, they had salt. They had salt. Like they would salt.
Yeah.
They were either going to do. They did salt, but they were going to do lighters if necessary. But they were prepared for stuff like that. I just wasn't.
Yeah.
Shit, I flipped a fucking. Was it a canoe or a rowboat? I don't remember which one, but I was out on the water, and I can't, like, if I get stung by bees, I'd have to get an EpiPen. And like these fucking bees, I'm on the water by myself. I'm really good on the water. I can swim. They have a problem with me doing this shit. And I'm out there fucking rowing. These fucking bees come out of nowhere. And I just freaked the fuck out and they just buzzing. I flipped the fucking thing and sunk the fuck.
Smoke King is in the chat.
What's up, Smoke? But they taught me archery.
No wonder you freak out about creepy crawlies. Do you have an EpiPen on hand?
No. Just, you know, I know how to get the response if I
my dad had a EpiPen, so I was always told that until I get stung, they don't know if I'll be deadly allergic or a little allergic.
Do you know that
I've been fine?
About 5 years ago, EpiPens took this huge jump in cost. They went up about 1,000% in cost. I think that is obscene and evil.
And I think it was one company that started all that shit too.
Yes, EpiPens, you know, because we used to prescribe them, you know, because they expire after, but some patients just needed to have them on hand. They needed to. And so, but then when this jump came up, you know, there were a lot of desperate people scrambling, going, what am I going to do now? It was awful, obscene. I think that's shit.
Yeah, that's price gouging. It should not be fucking allowed.
It comes down to you should not profit off healthcare.
It's evil. It's evil.
I'm not saying they should be free, but everything should be cost effective. You shouldn't profit off it.
Especially where you live in a day and age where there's so much plastic surgery, so much crazy shit that goes on. Like, you know, why is regular healthcare so fucking expensive? You're making a killing in the private sector.
Because there's no profit in that.
I know, I get it. I know hospitals, everything.
When Suits started taking over medical care, that was the signal that we were all doomed. Doctors weren't allowed to be doctors. They couldn't do. The Suits took over insurance companies, especially. They're kind of ruler. The insurance companies are, you know, but fucking the pharmaceutical company. Okay, I'm done. We shouldn't talk about this here.
Yeah, so how about sports?
Okay, I might have to go to bed if you guys are going to talk about
Did the Celtics win, Robin?
Is that hockey? That's hockey?
Yeah, that's hockey. Right, yeah, that's hockey.
I just guessed.
Yeah, it's the Celtics against the Buccaneers.
It's basketball.
Yeah.
No, it's hockey.
The Red Sox are about to play the Lakers, Robin.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I know you're just trying to.
The Sonics.
The Hartford Whalers are about to play.
I know the difference.
Minneapolis Lakers.
Baseball and basketball, and I know that football.
All right. Hey.
Sort of.
All right.
A little. I don't give a fuck
I
about
ruined
sports.
the party. I apologize, gentlemen. I ruined your party.
Oh, I ruin it all the time. Don't feel badly, Six Drops.
No, it's Robin's fault. It's always Robin's fault.
We're going to blame Robin. Her and Jason quit.
Yep.
And it together.
And Cool K and Mario Heat and any other Canadian.
Yeah. And Spooky, too. I don't trust her.
Wait, we don't trust the British either? So what about the Pearsons?
No, Spooky was in Canada for too long.
Oh, that's right. Spooky did go to Canada.
Yeah, you got MK
and trying to get back, from what I understand.
Yeah.
Look,
Never
Sam
trusted him.
Bragg, Jilly.
What up, Keats? Hey,
Everyone's
Jilly.
showing up late. Don't you guys have watches?
What's up? What's up, Sam?
Hey, Jilly.
Chili
Oh, this is the
bean.
Wendy's. Can I get a McWhopper, please? Okay. And a filet of whaler.
Single with cheese.
Just an order of fries for me.
And some glazed donuts.
And some onion rings.
Yeah.
Oh,
and some clam chowder.
Got us chowder.
And can I get a 2-piece with a
Chocolate
biscuit
frosty.
and some
Can I
slaw?
get one rib? Just one rib?
Yeah, how much is this one rib? Can you put a soda in my hand for 50 cents?
Okay, Dex is back.
Welcome
I used
back,
to work
Dexter.
at McDonald's. You'd actually hear really ridiculous questions. How
You
much?
ever go through a
fry?
fucking drive-through high?
Oh.
No, I've never
Every
ever
time.
done that.
When
I have never bought half of Taco Bell's menu.
Me neither.
Oh, yo.
If I'm into a drive-through, you bet.
Dude, I went to a Taco Bell high one time and ordered like I was ordering for like 4 people.
One time?
I've done that.
I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson about shit like that, like ordering high. I did that shit at fucking.
Then you have it the next day for breakfast. What's wrong with you?
Okay, don't make me throw up in my mouth. Calm down.
What is really bad, guys, is when you're so high and you have no car and you try to walk through the drive-through and they're just like, no. You're like, please, I'm hungry.
No, no.
It was. They were
What's
so
bad is when your friends look at Taco Bell and then they throw the food at you and laugh, and it's really cold, so you take your Mexican pizza and you smear it on his window and leave it, and it freezes, and he can't script the window because it's frozen sour cream and meat and cheese. Yeah.
So that's a whole scene, huh?
Well, I told you, shouldn't have thrown the food at me then. Thought it was funny.
And he made a Mexican snowman.
No, you know what's bad is when you go on a high run to get a certain amount of food and they fuck up your order and everything's not there, so your high eating isn't fucking pleased.
Yeah.
It's so disappointing.
I know when they read the reviews I leave and shit like that, they probably laugh their asses off because I literally tell them, like, it's nothing worse than you motherfuckers when you go on a high run to get some food and you fuck up my order.
All I know is you could tell marijuana is legal in America by what's on the Taco Bell and Jack in the Box menus now.
Oh, they have the late night munchy assortment.
Bad,
everything on their menu in a big box at 3 a.m.
Oh, I used to love to be high and go to Jack in the Box, like, give me 10 tacos because they were like 2 tacos for 99 cents.
Krispy Kreme.
Rest in peace, Krispy Kreme, Massachusetts.
I never liked Krispy Kreme.
I never knew Krispy Kreme had chocolate covered donuts.
It's irrelevant. Every other donut on that fucking menu is irrelevant. Period. I got hip to Krispy Kreme in the 80s, like the late 80s and shit in Atlanta. And we would leave them fucking clubs and we weren't 21 and we was whatever. And we would go to that fucking hot sign, like hot off the oven. Let's go, y'all.
I tried them a couple of times, but man, what a sugar overload you get from those things. They're delicious, but
they melt in your mouth.
They're delicious, but that's a lot of fucking sugar, but it's delicious.
Oh, you only live once, baby.
I know.
Yeah,
I had when I was in
chocolate
Atlanta.
cream filled. Oh,
No.
Oh,
just the glaze. I've already said that. Everything else is irrelevant.
well,
I don't give a fuck what they have. The drink there, none of that.
It's just a simple. It looks like such a simple thing. Just this simple little perfect donut covered in this shiny glaze. But oh my God, you take a bite.
Hey, Robin, you look at a vagina. It looks like such a simple little thing. What?
Wait.
Huh?
What?
And then it fucks your life up.
No, you're looking at an Arby's
right.
roast beef sandwich,
Melts
Jiggy.
in
Would
your
you get them straight?
No, I know the difference, Robin. You think I don't know the difference between roast beef and pussy? You're sadly mistaken, my dear. Okay.
They're about the same color.
I don't know what. Okay, first of all, you said they're
roast
about the
beef
same
is a lot
color.
cheaper.
Roast beef is a lot cheaper and no maintenance.
Wait.
You just eat it once.
First of all, pussy is cheaper than roast beef because pussy don't cost nothing.
But roast beef is only once.
The mental anguish. Ow! The abuse.
Oh my God, Sam Shadows over in the chat. Clean up your shit, you guys.
What happened? Why? What we do?
Shadow Zone Productions is over in the chat.
So what do you mean clean up our shit? Though? What does that mean?
Because Sam's here.
Yeah,
well, no, because Sam hasn't seen the lead up to what we were talking about. So,
how do you know?
Listen, she's a grown ass woman. Okay,
she talks to her system.
Sam, are you really?
Wait.
Listen, I could see if someone's name came in this chat who we don't know or some shit like that, who we haven't seen yet here, but Sam has been here. Sam's a veteran. You need to worry about Sam.
Okay, but still, we haven't seen her in a while. So anyway,
you ain't here all the time. You don't know who comes.
I ain't here all the time.
Listen, boss ass nigga. Like,
there's no way I'm gonna say that ever again my entire life. Okay,
Robin. Hey, let's play that for Sam. Sam, have you heard Robin's greatest hits yet?
Oh,
yo, Bizzo.
Sam, say, yeah, you've heard it.
We get Sam in here?
I want to make sure.
Sam is here.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Sam, we're gonna play one of Robin's greatest hits on the JiGGYS stream.
My only greatest hit.
Shh, Robin.
Smothered in gloat gravy.
All right, wait. Yo, Bizzos, why the fuck did you fire my ass, boss? Nigga, it's because you always show up here on CPT. You supposed to start at 9 and never see your ass till 9:30.
Word.
So do you know what color sequence?
I read it.
Oh, wait, you know what? Hold up. You know what's even better? Isn't Spooky here? Spooky, please tell me you're not busy. Because I don't have access and I can't, I don't know how to play the cut. I'm not talking to you right now. I'm talking to Spooky.
Mm-hmm.
Spooky, could you just, or Prag, one of the two of you, could you just take a few minutes of your kind, busy time and step in here and just adorn us with the pleasures of your skills in creating the 97 cut? I think folks haven't seen it in a while.
The 97 meme edition.
No, you got Sam Shadows just said Robin sound like an NCP from GTA San Andreas.
I don't know what that means.
Well, I do, and I was losing it. That's why I couldn't say it.
Narcissistic personality in garage tanker.
Non-player character.
Huh?
Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Auto. That's a video game.
It's a video
game.
Really?
I sound like that.
You feel like NCP? Grant? Yes.
Huh.
Yes, you should.
You sound like Steve Martin in The Jerk. I am a nigga, sir.
I was born a poor white kid. Child.
Come on, Spooky. Everyone, spooky,
No,
spooky, 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 spooky. Come on, Spooky, do it.
Come out and
Spooky,
play.
do it.
Do
Spooky, do it. Do it. Come on, do it. Spooky, do it. Do it. Come on, everybody in the chat. Let them Spooky do it.
Come out and
Come on,
play.
Spooky, do it.
Okay, do it.
Do it. Come on, do
it. Do it till you're
satisfied. Whatever.
Make your tea, we'll give you a few. Make your tea, we'll give you a few. Make your tea, we'll give you a few.
Get in here.
I don't know what the fuck you're singing, but okay.
She's it.
Wait, he, she, it. What the fuck?
What?
I just.
Damn, Robin.
I'm sorry. They're making tea. Give me a few.
Put the kettle on and get your ass in here. I couldn't even say what it
That's
I don't know
pretty
what
good.
No,
you said kettle pretty good.
I said kettle, but the rest of it, I don't know what accent that was.
Well, kettle was
Tea,
good.
Governor.
Governor. Cheerio. Bob's your uncle.
Boy, one of my best
Cherry Hoe and all that jazz.
One of my best friends online is Maggie of England. I talk to her twice a week. I still can't talk like her. You guys are
You guys talk like yourself.
Yeah. The struggle is real, y'all.
What does the Scotsman wear under his kilt? A wang, a wang.
A wang.
How do you know? How many kills have you looked under?
Who are you asking?
Got real quiet here, didn't it? You looked under 6 kills? Oh.
6 drops of kilts.
Whoa. 6 draws got dropped?
What Bee Gees?
It be
Bee Gees is back.
What's up, BGs? You get your hair did? You gonna share it with us? What's good?
Show us a picture. Come on.
That was quick.
Just let your soul go. Let it shine.
While we're waiting on Spooky to make tea, I could share my Justin chicken wrap.
Oh, here we go.
No, I won't then.
You and Justin.
Hide your chickens. Eggs are busting.
He's a little bit
His
Justin.
name is Justin.
You need a new rap.
Hey, hey, my fortune. My fortune is made. I can sit on my laurels.
And you need a beat. Like, you need to have someone put a beat behind it and stuff, some scratching. Make it legit.
If K-Ride is in the chat, K-Ride could share it. But, no, I knew I would do it. Okay.
Hear the chapel bells ring.
Share screen, video file.
Oh, shit. Here we go. We're about to see some of her old pornos that she has on the fucking computer.
Nice.
And she'll be like, I didn't mean to share that. It was an accident.
Yeah.
Pee on me. Pee on me.
There it is.
I don't have this bathtub for no reason. I didn't slave in here for 3 months. Nothing.
Get your kids out of that man bun. Let them fall.
Okay, it's in your green room. While we're waiting for Spooky to play.
Oh, found it.
Are you ready?
Yeah,
Let's do it.
there we go.
Got a big black pickup. He's a racket star. He flicks chickens. He sets a low bar. He thinks he's Jesus. See the watch he bought? He's big time crazy when he thinks he's not. He's a little bit. 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 La 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 la. A little bit Justin. Oh la 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 la. A little bit Justin. Hide your chickens, eggs are busting. He's a little bit Justin. He's a homo basher. He's an ageist too. Wishing cancer, heart attacks too. He hates old ladies. He's going to sue. He thinks he's Jesus. Come join his crew. Let's do it. He's a little bit. La 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 la. A little bit Justin. La 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 la. A little bit Justin. La 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 la. A little bit Justin. Hide your chickens, eggs are busting. He's a little bit Justin. A little bit Justin. Ooh. A little bit Justin.
Shots fired.
That is so bad. Okay, so how do I remove this from what I just did? Okay, you have to remove that.
No, because if I remove it, it removes you as well.
Oh, what can I do on my end? Okay, edit name. Okay, wait. There.
Wow.
Oh.
You're so talented, Robin.
Oh, that is so bad.
But I love the music and everything. I dig it, but you need a true hip hop version of the song. You with all this yo and nigga. Hold up. Yo, chill, homie. With all this yo and nigga talking shit, you're gonna have to certify your shit. You feel what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
Earl,
Just saying.
Spook of Earl.
She is. Uh-oh, here we go. That's the dick call. Oh, 2 messages. Oh, 3 messages. Oh, 4. Oh, 4 messages. Oh.
Wow, damn.
Hey, maybe that's my fan club.
That's probably Justin, like, bitch.
Oh, Justin.
Oh, no,
I don't
Spooky
even
fell in the hole.
that's in a whole separate neighborhood, that Justin thing, y'all.
I know, that's
It
your
was
thing.
all her Bitcoin thing.
Where'd Spooky go? Spooky was here. Where'd Spooky go?
Oh, Keith said Mary was watching Schitt's Creek right when he played this for her. Her face was priceless. I know. I copied it from Schitt's Creek. I copied it. And then K-Ride, who was my
Oh,
collaborator.
wait. So your shit's not even original? Oh, man.
No, well, my words were.
Nah, you biting people's shit, yo.
But K-Ride, the background music was from the actual karaoke version of Alexis doing a little bit of Alexis.
Around here, Robin, we try to come up with original shit that's very hardworking, thought-provoking, operas, hip-hop, and everything from scratch. And all I'm saying is you're trying to certify yourself as a rapper. You're going to have to work harder. Not smarter, work harder. You're going to have to work harder. I'm just saying, kid.
I prefer to be
You
smart.
gotta roll with the times,
That's what I'm saying, yo. You got all this talent around you and shit, and I figure that's a cool cut. I'm just saying, you need to see again. There you go with the yo. You're probably gonna be like yo, niggas. And what I'm saying is, you need to really step into hip hop. Then
you don't have to use that word to be a good rapper.
Which one, yo or nigga?
The second one.
But you think yo's gonna help you in a rap career?
No.
Okay. Exactly.
Neither of those. I should have said neither, really.
Hey, people.
Spooky, could you be so kind as to bless us while everyone's still here? I hope Sam's still here because I don't know if
I have prepared it. I'm just basking in the he, she, it right now and eating my chicken sandwich. It was
okay.
That was something.
Spooky, I gotta hand it to you. You're a good sport. But you know what? It's really not intentional. I'm a fucking old woman. And
senility. You know how senility works.
No, I'm serious. And same with Sam. Same
with saying nigga and everything else. I feel you.
No, but you're a good sport, Spooky.
My nigga.
We've had our dust ups. All right, do what you're here to do. Then fuck you.
Whoa.
I might just leave and not fucking play it.
No, don't do that.
Show your fucking beef.
Don't be so sensitive.
Can't we all just get along?
No.
Let's be nice to everybody. Get along. Let's be nice. It's Friday.
I was going to bed. I've taken time out of my evening to be the he, she, it of the evening.
Oh God!
And then you go fuck you. Like, well, fuck you. Like,
after what you said next.
But you're our favorite.
There's always a reason.
Replay
lemons.
Replay
lemons.
Wait. Yo, Bizos, why the fuck did you fire my ass, boss? Nigga, it's because you always show up here on CPT. You supposed to start at 9 and never see your ass till 9:30.
So do you know what color sequence?
That will always make me laugh. That will always and forever make me laugh. Oh God, that's priceless.
How's your night, Spooky?
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty good until about 3 minutes ago.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm good. I'm eating chicken sandwich. I'm good.
Like chicken, or like chicken salad, or chicken.
Chicken salad.
Chicken
salad.
Homemade chicken salad?
No, just a store bought. I brought this when I was out, and then I thought I left it in the car, and it turns out it was in my handbag, and I just found it, and I was like, "Oh, I have a sandwich in there. Cool."
Woo-hoo.
Nice.
That's what I like about all the like the stores that make the rotisserie chicken now, because you can take that leftover and make a good homemade chicken salad sandwich.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that does sound good.
Why are we talking about food?
We always
talking about food.
I'm good.
I think we're high.
I'm not high.
Well, there's that. Speaking of that,
who's high?
I'm talking.
Bukkake, what?
I'm talking. I'm saying stuff. Now I'm self-conscious.
What are you doing, Joe? What are you scared of us? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Well, I'm probably gonna dip back out now and go back to bed, but I'll be listening.
Thanks
I hope I've come in and I've blessed it with my ambiguity.
Thank you so much.
Like, I don't know.
Spooky.
Yes, Joey.
Joey. Thank you for all the work that you do.
Thank you.
If Robin doesn't appreciate it,
thank
fuck
you for
her.
thinking of me.
Because
I
that's
know.
why.
I didn't even get a thank you. All I got is fuck
but
you.
think about the irony of it, though. That's why
Does Spooky get a
she's
raise
become
now?
the butt of a joke.
Does Spooky get a raise now?
I get paid.
No, no, my
We
question
pay him
exactly.
nothing. So it's double.
Wait, do I get paid?
Yeah, Robin.
Wait a minute. Someone's
Where's his
getting
2
paid,
mil?
right?
Yeah.
Oh, I saw
2
you want my
mil.
money
He's
from
happy.
Robin. Exactly.
Yeah.
What's up, Robin? Bitch better have my money.
Anyway, can you flush me out? I'm like a turd that's like not going away.
No. It's
Well,
my
flush
favorite.
2 more
Why
times.
not like D Live? It's kind of ironic. Bye.
You little asshole.
Bye,
I got-
Spooky, wherever
They're
you
gonna have a
are.
movie called Grumpy Old Lady starring
I
Robin.
gotta
Maybe
give it
Grumpy
to
Old Lady.
Spooky. What a clever asshole, Spooky. See,
Look at that.
clever as fuck. Feck. I need to start saying feck.
Clearly, if she can make you look good in a video or sound good at least.
Yo, yo, yo.
Talent.
Oh, Spooky did that?
Spooky comes in here and Robin's acting like a Bezos and shit.
What's that?
Bezos? How the fuck did you say it? Bezos? What the fuck was it?
I don't know
Bezos?
what that is. Nobody knows what you're talking about.
You was acting like a biatch.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, that Bizzo. Oh, okay, got that. Okay.
That's what you were acting like to Spooky.
Uh-oh.
It's cool, nigga. You know, sometimes shit gets tense, right? It's real out in the field, you know what I'm saying? It's real out in these streets. Robin's just trying to get her credibility and shit, so she's trying to get her bones up and shit, you know what I mean?
Trying for a ghetto pass.
Exactly. She's gonna start just being all fucking just gritty and shit, just coming hardcore. She's gonna start barking and shit. She was like, well, DMX is gone, I'm gonna take the bar. Oh, and by the way, so if you remember, we were speaking about hip hop artists and people dying in threes, and now Shock G, rest in peace, Shock G.
Yeah, Humpty Dance.
Yeah, I once got busy in a Burger King bathroom. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
What?
Yeah, he passed away.
That's right. And then I didn't realize what a prolific producer he was.
Yeah.
Not the Humpty Dance.
Yeah.
The Humpty Hump.
Yep.
Everybody do the hump.
I once got busy. I do it all the time. I once got busy in a Burger King bathroom.
I did it in the bumpty.
Well, I did that not too long ago too. Again, I'm Negro Damas. See, maybe I'm predicting the future.
As soon as I heard that, I was thinking too.
Rest
We were
in
just
peace,
talking about
Guy.
man. That sucks.
Oh my goodness. That sucks.
Yeah. So it's still early in the year too.
Still here.
And so is Betty White.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sam Shadow in the chat. Will you please counsel our other friend? Because
Robin,
Sam and I have known each other for years.
Robin, you're digging a bigger hole there.
Just let it go.
Yeah, exactly. I think you should just kind of move on from it. I think you just kind of fucked up, and it's cool.
Yeah.
I didn't.
I think the better thing. Well, you in a fucking right-handed kind of way. You know, you admitted you fucked up. You know, you just it could happen, but then you were kind of a dick about it. That's all.
Later, K-Rod. You have a good night.
Well, to err is to learn. So
Exactly.
we always learn from our
Bye,
mistakes.
K-Ride.
I'm always learning shit
Again,
from
Robin's
my
trying to get a
mistakes.
street cred and shit up. You know, that's all. I feel you, soldier.
Oh,
Robin, do you have any baseball caps you can turn backwards? Gold chains or anything in your house?
I have a baseball cap that I can bend the bill on.
No, that's
Down.
yeah. You definitely.
Cue the banjos.
She said.
You sure got a pretty mouth.
Well, that's a true baseball hat. I feel you, but yeah, that's not what I was talking about.
No time.
Yeah.
Then we're having a parallel conversation, probably.
Yeah, I was trying to explain some shit to you, but you don't get it. It's okay. I understand, man. You ain't from the streets, yo. You know what I'm saying? You know how they roll. You don't know you don't know the fashion. You barely know the vernacular.
And
Barely. I can barely speak common English, you know, mostly.
Right.
King's English.
Cool whip. What English
That was
is that?
pretty good.
I'm learning, Robin. I'm trying to be highfalutin like you, so now I know to get around people like you, I got to be like, what?
Highfalutin.
Where?
Yeah, you have to be way more
Why?
Get your highfalutin shirt on, dude.
Oh, word.
Come after
I
me.
need to have shows like Beverly
Be
Hills.
more highfalutin than me, okay?
I can't.
Right.
I can't. I absolutely can't.
Is there something called a low-faluting?
Well, I think that's Jiggy. That's on his T-shirt.
Low-faluting?
My hoodie says Paranormal Hood.
Low-falutin on the back.
Oh, right. Oh, you mean just hood? Ghetto. Yeah. What's the words I've heard? Come on, Robin. Hit me with them.
World is a ghetto.
Where are we going with this?
I don't know
Talking about the ghetto.
I don't know.
Little baby cried in the
ghetto.
I'm going to light one more cigarette.
Okay.
Is a cigarette a weed?
Cigarette?
Oh, I've been doing the other thing all along.
Do you?
I'm having a cigarette.
Cigarettes and whiskey and wild women.
Sam, you're going to bring your ass in here one day and smoke up with us, at least once, just so you know. Okay?
No, the world is not a vampire war. The world is a ghetto.
War of the Worlds is fucking Boston Dynamics robots now.
No, I was thinking the world is a ghetto from war.
What it is good for? Huh. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing.
Sister y'all was a friend of mine.
Cassette demo for that.
Okay. Prove it. I'm calling you out right now.
Ooh.
Oh, so you don't
Show
have
and tell.
It's
a game we played.
Yeah.
They're under everything. Over there.
Oh, Sam in the chat. You know what? Order us a hoodie. Am I right, Jiggy? If we all order a hoodie?
No, again, just like we do with the T-shirts, with the money that all that stuff just goes, and then someone maybe who can't afford one gets one and stuff. That's kind of how it works.
But can we order one?
Well, I keep telling everybody, you just kind of have to reach out to me in DM somewhere, and then once it's gotta.
I've done that.
Not about a hoodie, you have not.
I have to.
No, you have not.
I have a receipt. I have receipts. Where I reached out with you and I said, how much the $ to get a paranormal hoodie. And you never answered me.
We could either do because we have the not, is it super chats, whatever, on the other account, if we just activate it, because we deactivated once we did all the T-shirts the first time. But I would do the hoodies at some point. I just need to get a number.
Because Smoke King talked about it a little bit, maybe a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
You know, so I want one. I really, really, really want one. I really do. Really.
That's what you really
It
want.
would literally be the cost of whatever it is in shipping.
And I even told you that I wanted an extra giant size one. Extra giant. I love big giant.
Oh, you want one of my old ones?
You know she does.
Whoa!
Don't wash it either.
Wash it first.
A couple days.
No, it smell like weed and shit, and smell like blunts. So you really don't
wash it first. No, wash it first. No, I'd really.
What if I put my cologne on it, Robin? Women tell me, Robin. What if I send you one of mine, I wash it, and I put my cologne on it? Women tell me my cologne is stunning. I don't wear it often, but when I do,
no, I
wear a very, very exclusive cologne. Most people don't even exist.
I'll pay the premium price for a real brand new, fresh one. Sorry, Jiggy.
Motherfuck you in, John Wayne.
I have a headache.
Repo man.
I tried to make your day.
People in the chat wants to.
Zydrate comes in a little glass vial.
People in the chat want a hoodie.
The musicals are like.
No.
Frag Magic Keith says, I want a hoodie that says paranormal pissa.
See, you want all this custom shit.
I'll
get it made. We'll send you one that says paranormal hoodie. You can do whatever you want to do custom with it. How about that?
Y'all get an iron on. You can print them out on your
Shit, you can get patches. You can get all kinds of crazy. That's what I used to do for my security company. Like, I don't even have any pictures of the shit. Like the patches we used to wear, crazy shit and everything.
Have your lady at the time stitch it on. Yeah.
Well, no, I used to take them to the dry cleaners. They would do it. But you can do it if you know how to do it. I try to do it freehand. It's just a pain in the ass. Patches are usually too thick. I can advertise on my site too. Yeah, I don't. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to make it like it's a big business thing. It becomes like a big headache trying to do that type of shit. I would just do it like exclusively for the people who are here and stuff
Well,
like that.
hire somebody to do it for you.
It's again, but even with that, I have a printer. There's just a minimum of stuff that needs to get done. I'd rather give the money to the person I know who's spent years doing all this stuff.
Well, then get on it.
Who the fuck do you think you're talking to?
Dun dun dun.
You can send your down payment cash app right now, motherfucker.
Cigarettes.
You want to send a Venmo? You want to send a cash app? Let's go, homie.
What do you need? Seed money? Is that what you need, dear?
The fuck is seed money? This is not a business, Robin. Even when I tried to sell shirts, I gave more shirts away than I have ever physically sold.
You're talking to me like it's a business. So
no, what I'm talking to you about, you're saying you want like get on it, motherfucker. Well, to pay for your shit now, you can cash app some money. There you go. Start there. What do you think it's worth?
Will it result in a hoodie for me?
No, it's going to result. It has to be a bunch of people to do it. You're not gonna. It's not something I'm going in the basement and printing one
Can't
hoodie.
we just make pledges?
Ay, Dios mío.
Yeah, she pledged $1 million.
Who's supposed to pay for them to get printed out, Robin?
I'm already in for $1 million.
You're already in for $2 million. You doubled down on the bet.
Yeah.
She got real fucking quiet.
Yeah, she was wait. 1 million plus 2 million. Is that 3 million I owe him now?
I know I scored dull normal in math, and I'm trying to do the calculations.
Oh, so this is how we owe Jiggy all the money. These exclusive hoodies. I see what's
No. That's exclusively to Robin.
Oh.
Out of mine says $35 per hoodie plus shipping at least. I'm willing. Yeah, 35 per.
Yeah, but the more hoodies you want people to order, and they say, the cheaper they'll be.
But that means that the producer gets more. The producer gets more of the profit.
No. Okay. So you didn't hear what I said. If people donate a little bit of extra money, just like we did with the shirts, we just give stuff away. Some folks don't have extra money to spend, whatever. We don't have a problem giving them stuff. That's what I'm saying. That's also go towards it. It's not about profit. It's not.
I'm giving your ass a hard time. I think that's lovely.
I'm just letting everybody know what the whole thing is about. That's what we did with the shirts. BG's just got her fucking shirt in Australia. She'll tell you like that's exactly what we did. It wasn't. They didn't pay for weed. It paid for shirts, and some folks, got shirts. And so this should be one on the way to Cool K soon and stuff. A bunch of Jonas, you got a shirt. I mean, he definitely paid for it. That's what we do. Pay it forward. First of all, everybody's doing us an honor by even wearing this stuff, and we wanted to pay for it.
Who wouldn't want to? Okay, so all right, I'm on it.
Everybody doesn't want everything. It's not for everybody. You know what I mean?
Look, there's John. There he is.
Right there.
Oh.
I would wear
How
it, but
cool
it
is
is a
that?
little small. But I don't care.
A little snug, you said?
Yeah.
Cheers, brother. See? And that's exactly what we did.
Very nice.
So, I mean, we could do another shirt run, I guess, but I think the hoodies seem to be more what people want.
Yeah.
You know what, John? You could have what I would do. I don't know if Renee sews, but I would cut out the front emblem and hand stitch it to the front of a really, really good other t-shirt or hoodie, and then the insignia would be on there.
I love how you trying to volunteer Renee to do some work and shit. First of all, you assume that he can't sew, but I'm just saying.
Or you could take it to the cleaners and say, "Can you apply this cut out to this
Or at some point, we just get him a better fitting shirt. Why make the man do all the extra fucking work?
Well, to not
cut
waste
this
the
out
words.
and then go take another shirt and then sew this shirt on that. What do you fucking think he is? A fucking Hannibal Lecter or some shit?
I was happy I got a shirt. I don't even care if it's too small.
You could
I
even
got
have
it. I was very
frame it.
honored.
You could even frame the whole damn
Jesus
thing and put it on the
Christ.
wall.
Okay, Robin. Why don't you go autograph it before he does that?
That would make it cool to autograph it and then frame it.
See?
There you go, Robin.
Drops.
Actually, there's a couple of the old magazines that people have. There's a couple of restaurants that have them framed.
Yeah.
I actually signed a couple of them because I hated those places.
I think that's neat.
It was kind of cool though, like going all over town, seeing my
Mail
face
it to them.
plastered on a fucking magazine.
Sorry.
I don't even know how many copies I have left of it. Probably like 3
Mail
copies.
it to them. Have them autograph it. Say something cool on there.
Oh,
like,
jeez,
"Love you to death, John,"
you
and
folks with
mail
all this
it-
extra
mail
work.
it
I got to
back.
mail it back, then got to mail it back. Got to be like,
Well, include a self-addressed envelope.
okay,
and
maybe
stuff
one
for
day
him and
I'll probably see him before that. Like,
have it sign it, tuck it in the envelope, and then go frame it.
wait, you got the shirt the same day as the Code Brown? We didn't send the Code Brown with the shirt though, just so you know. Okay, that wasn't part of the package deal. Especially whereas then you sent us such nice gifts and such tasty treats, we wouldn't have sent you back shit, just so you know. So that wasn't us. There was no voodoo or woo woo involved. Would I ever do something with John Rasmus? I know the name, but I don't know much about him, or at least he hasn't been on my radar for a while, Sam. Not to be an asshole, I know the name. Didn't he do stuff with Brandon Young?
Yeah. Brandon Young used to talk about John Lazarus all the time. John Rasmus. Yeah. Brandon used to, and I really never knew who he was.
And are you talking about as far as investigating?
I don't know.
Because I believe he's a paranormal investigator, isn't he? You just have to, my brain, Sam, this is a lot of, I know the name, you just kind of have to help catch me up to speed. So I wish you would just fucking come in here and talk.
Paranormal investigator, says Sam.
Yeah, okay, I do.
And I think I think he's really out here near my neighborhood.
Yeah, I think
now
he's
I'm
in Cali.
remembering. Yeah, he's been on the same beaches I've been on because he filmed from now. Yeah, I remember. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's when Brandon was out there and he went to Tom DeLonge's place and signed our name in the book.
Yeah, and then we don't hear anything about it anymore.
But Sam, there's a lot of places I'd like to investigate. I being from the East Coast, especially when I go to Cali, like I was telling folks the other day, I'd want to find old towns and shit like that, saloons, bars and stuff, shoot them up, fucking old Western towns and shit, just crazy places that are kind of off grid.
Oh yeah,
and not the desert. Can I finish talking for 2 seconds, please? Because some of the places that people have presented me are places that seem kind of mainstream and been kind of done up. I just want the old shit that's not really touched, that some people go and investigate just because they would want to investigate places like that. The mainstream stuff just kind of misses me. I still do some of it, but I'd like to find things that are out of my wheelhouse. I don't want to know everything about a fucking place and then end up there. And like a lot of the places I've been to, there's a million fucking other investigators or some fucking event going on, which just to me saturates everything that you're doing when you got a million fucking people walking around. Not necessarily that I know what I'm doing any better than them, but all the electronics, everything involved nowadays with investigating. So I'm not opposed to doing anything with them. We're weed smoking, fucking sometimes psychedelic taking investigators. Just gotta do it our way. Okay, Robin? You can speak now, Robin. Yeah, you're okay now. I just was trying to answer a question.
I don't remember the question even. Oh.
You asked it.
It wasn't me.
Almost had you.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
No, you didn't.
You'll be all right. You'll be all right, Robin. It's cool.
I'm always all right.
If you say so. I mean, you're cool, but you have your days.
Name one.
Every time you're on the stream? You want to name a bunch of those days?
Nah, you're right.
Listen, investigating for me is fun, and I enjoy doing it. I like going off the beaten track. You know, even when we've gone to places that you know they tell us where to go, we still try to find the places. But I also have like, you know, I'm too much of an investigator because my ass was about to walk out in the desert, and luckily I have good friends like Tasha who are like, yeah, don't do that, because I'm too curious. You know, I want to explore everything, but there's limitations, and I have to make sure that I'm up to speed on those things. We were in Breakheart Reservation here, and I remember sitting on that fucking bench because it was dark, and then not knowing that all these fucking spiders were on that same fucking bench.
Oh, jeez.
Luckily, they were daddy long legs though, so they're not, you know, they don't freak me out as much as most spiders.
Yeah, I find one in my shower every few months. And
yeah, I don't see them as much as when I was a kid, like camp. That's when I really used to see them in the fucking cabins and shit, and I learned about them.
That freaks me out too.
Oh, it still freaks me out. I mean, I just don't crawl on me. Like, go stay in your little fucking corner or whatever and do your thing over there. But you know, stay the fuck away from me. And we're good.
And stay off my fucking face.
Stay off my body.
Big orange wood spiders, and I ran into a web, and I could see it above my eyebrow, and it was as it was biting me.
No.
After that.
Bye, BGs. Hi, bye, sweetheart.
Bye, BGs.
Are you leaving again, BGs?
Yeah, she getting that hair done right now. They about to fluff it out.
Yeah,
they're about to blow it out and everything. She's out from under
I'm so excited for BGs. Oh my gosh.
I'm only excited if she shares it. I don't care if you just DM me, but it's first time in a couple of years, flinging it around and shit, you know,
and feeling all cute and stuff. Oh my gosh.
Constantly touching it and shit. Cause you know how vain women are.
Looking at yourself in the mirror. Oh, who wouldn't? Yeah.
I couldn't.
I did, Jill.
Isn't it weird? Isn't it weird that we're celebrating just somebody getting their hair done? Jeez, what? No. It's weird looking back on it. We didn't used to celebrate that, but God, I'm so happy for her.
Women did. You ever work in a club?
Welcome to the future.
I don't know where you've been. Women celebrated get that shit.
Oh yeah, but not like we're doing now. Yeah. Ooh, girl.
I had a friend who was a bouncer. He worked on Newbury Street here, which, Jill, you know, it's a very, very posh fucking street. All the posh shops on there. And he would do my girlfriend's hair and shit. And that was like her best fucking days. She was always happy after getting her fucking hair done. Tell me women don't celebrate that shit. Coming to that club every fucking weekend with a new hairdo.
Inside ourselves, we celebrate, but, you know, we're all celebrating her as a big group. You know. Yay.
Absolutely. That's our friend, you know. It's making her feel good. It's a good day. But I'm just saying, in general, women have always celebrated that shit.
I love it. I love it. Bless her.
How many wigs have you worn in your life, Robin?
What?
Wigs. You ever wear wigs?
Only on Halloween.
Okay. I feel you. Never dress up? You never had to be the, you know.
Oh, sure. On Halloween, but I'm
talking about on the other dress up days.
I don't wear wig. I am never in high drag. I
don't even know what that
I
means.
have rarely been in high drag or even moderate drag or even just drag.
Why does a woman wearing a wig make it drag?
Oh, you don't hang out with the same people. I have lots of gay boyfriends.
I understand that.
And they talk like that.
Oh, okay. Because yeah.
Have you seen the neat ass man chest that the girls are buying now? Looks like a man chest.
What? Is it like hairy?
No, they look pretty naked to me. I imagine. I don't know if you could order them with it looks like a real naked man's chest.
Is that for lesbians?
I don't know what it's for, but
I can't imagine.
It's for female bank robbers.
But I've known lesbians. I've known lesbians.
I think he's a female.
I once knew a lesbian minister who needed her partner to call her daddy. So I could imagine probably him ordering one of those man chests. I mean, I'm serious. a minister in Hollywood.
Okay.
That minister presided over a service for a friend of mine. And, you know what? Sometimes you just hear way too much information about somebody's personal life. That was really creepy. Oh, thank God for the dog interval. Oh,
yeah, you definitely need some help, Robin.
Baby doggy time.
My acquaintances did, obviously.
6 drops. So I was watching Supergirl the other day. And in it's the DC show. But in the show, the motherfucker yells out,
Rock on.
Yeah, it's Brainiac 5, and he goes to go battle, and all of a sudden he yells that and goes and has a fight scene. I just found that fucking hilarious.
Oh man, how cool is
I'd
that?
yell that.
Leroy is like, yo, you know how good my life has been since I've been Leroy Jenkins? Does anybody even know who Leroy Jenkins actually is?
I have no clue.
No.
Because I've been watching lately, they're showing people who become memes. And people have used these memes like millions of times over. And there's like, they actually show some of the people behind the memes that everybody loves to use and shit.
They have to start somewhere.
Actually, the original Leroy Jenkins has trouble proving that that's really him that started.
Oh, maybe
it
not
all.
necessarily. I mean, there was probably a gamer tag and everything. You'd be able to trace that shit back. They'd be like, that's my gamer tag, blah, blah, blah. It'd be easy enough to prove.
He's probably mad he didn't get any money for it.
I don't know. I don't feel like looking that up right now, but I imagine at some point he would have got, especially if they're doing it all the way to the point that they're using it on TV and shit like that. So I would hope he's getting something from it.
I hope so, but I doubt he is.
When you become a fucked up meme, though, like they take some fucking memes and people's like, oh, you just like, what the fuck? It's like, yeah, I don't want to be that meme. Thank you. No, thank you. Yeah, no, it wasn't me. Use somebody else. We can make Robin a meme. Robin.
There isn't already.
Well, there could be.
There is.
There is.
The boss
There is
nigga
now.
meme.
Do a search on the dark web.
You go to the dark web. What the
I
fuck? Go on the dark web. You might see those old fucking still shots in your nude videos, reel to reels and shit.
No, all those people are dead.
You think shit doesn't somehow make its way around, Robin?
Yeah, you never know. Did you get the negatives?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You did potty hardy.
Yeah, well, back then they had negatives.
Yeah, well, those rich people too, they were known for having cameras everywhere and like to be very fucking, elusive about this shit.
It wasn't done back then.
Unless it was
it wasn't done back then, Robin.
Remember the Kodak
Well, when
line
was
stuff?
it done then? Back then?
Well, you think
And-
motherfuckers learned that shit from? Those are learned traits. Ain't nothing new. They just did it different ways back then.
One-way mirrors, two-way mirrors.
They made black and white porno. Get the fuck out of here. It wasn't done back then. Shit.
I've seen that.
I'm sure you probably in a couple.
Oh, fuck it.
In the theater.
Ouch. Ooh, you never know with Robin. We don't even know what her real name might be and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. I mean, listen to the story she tells. Like, she tries to act all innocent sometimes, but then you're like, yeah, there ain't nothing innocent about your ass.
Hey, Tiffany.
Hey, Tiffany.
Hi, Tiff.
We're trying to figure out a way to show it here live, Tiffany. I just don't know how to do it to show it here live at the same time. And I can't watch Facebook Live for some stupid reason. I have huge issues with that fucking app ever since they did a stupid update for Apple.
Okay, God, it's after 8 here, and I got up really early. I want to stay awake for Tiff and Michael's
Here we go. Go ahead. Keep on.
Robin. Night, Robin.
KB, no, I didn't say I was leaving yet, but
What baby?
KB asked me if I was Betty White. KB, you're not the first one to say.
Nah, that's Betty Black, yo. She talk all that nigga shit. That's Betty Black.
Yeah.
Betty Page.
And she's a lot older than Betty White. Robin's been around a lot longer.
Oh, you poop head.
Betty White used to look up to Robin.
Everything Robin says, and then all of a sudden it's poop head.
Exactly.
And your point is?
That every now and then you try to revert to that, oh, I'm an innocent old lady bullshit. Fuck out of here.
I never said I was innocent.
So why are you saying poop head all of a sudden? Like, why are you trying to be PG?
Yeah,
At this
well,
point?
well,
You don't
I
talk
have,
about getting peed on, all kinds of other shit. Now we're going to wear poop head.
I have called you a fuckhead. Sometimes I like to mix it up with my pejoratives aimed to you.
Oh, what the fuck?
All right.
Lord have mercy.
Are you an asshole, or did you work?
You'll be all right one day, Robin.
Whole life?
I'm pretty okay right now.
You say so.
But are you?
That's the $1 million question.
I know, which makes everybody.
Uh-oh.
Thank you, KB, in the chat. You're my good friend.
Don't stick up for her, KB.
Hitting the signboard. You know it's getting serious now.
Yeah. So you know what? Somebody I know.
You know where?
Shit.
What?
Transferred their soundboard to their keyboard, like a
nice
big keyboard, and so they'll be able to do their soundboard from their keyboard instead of just FYI. But you know what? This works for Jiggy.
Touchdown!
Score.
I'm a firing my laser.
Wow, that's old.
You guys, I'm okay. Now I'm really
Robin.
What?
Just mad because your ass is old.
Did you ever watch the fucking video I sent you?
No. I never click on those. I will, Jiggy.
I saw it.
I will. No, he sent me one privately.
The Boondocks?
Yeah, it's not that
Yeah,
long
I
of a
saw it.
fucking video. It's not like
You want me to do it right now?
when you
it's a
leave,
safe
you can go do
link.
that. Whatever the fuck you feel like doing. Sorry.
I don't know if I feel like doing it. Right
You ain't got to do shit, okay?
Just mad because your ass is old.
I'm just really tired. I love you guys. If you guys go over to Tiff and Michael's. What, honey?
I can handle things. I'm smart. Not like everybody says. Like, dumb, I'm smart, and I want respect.
I didn't hear what you said, Michael. Or, I mean, John.
Well, I should know who anybody is tonight.
No. John. God, I'm so...
I said that, but it's past 7 o'clock. Of course you're up late.
No, it's 8. It's 8:15.
Fuck off.
Well, that's past 7 o'clock.
I've been up since 3 in the morning. So
It's like 5:30.
Ooh.
And I work.
I know you work more than anybody I know, John.
As Robin comes to an end with her long, drawn-out speech, we try to figure out if she's going to go to fuck to sleep or keep boring us with telling us how she wants to go to sleep. How will this saga end, folks? Will Robin take her ass to sleep, or will she continue to talk about sleep? We shall see how this all plays out. Here on JiGGYS stream.
Tut and forsooth and all that.
Forsooth and all that. Okay, night, motherfuckers. Bye.
Robin. Love you, Robin.
Ooh, she's gone. All right, we can all be normal again.
The breeze. It's like a weight's been lifted off me.
She's like Debo, you know what I'm saying?
What?
She come around, I be quiet, but she leave, I talk again.
Yeah.
You don't know Debo? 6 drops?
No.
You've never seen Friday?
I guess not. No.
Well,
Is this something on TV?
You ain't got shit to do.
It's probably on TV now, but it was a movie starring Ice Cube and Chris Tucker, as well as Tony Tiny Lister. Let's see who else was in there. John Witherspoon, Regina Hall, I believe her name is. The mother is something Anna Marie Horsford, as well as other actors. Red Grant, I believe is his name. No, not Red Grant, the other Red, the older Red, who plays DJ Pooh as well as in this movie. This is a great movie.
TJ Pooh when he runs away.
Oh, Nia Long.
Spell it, please.
Debo, Deebo. I think it's like Debo.
Okay. Yeah.
But he's an actor. His name is Tony Tiny Lister.
He was the president in the Fifth Element.
Yeah. He was also wasn't he in a Rocky movie as well?
Would it be on Netflix by
Well, no,
chance?
he was in a Rock. He was in a Hulk Hogan movie where he played Zeus.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. But yes, 6 stars. You may find it on Netflix or Hulu, one of those things. But it's just simply titled Friday. It's a great movie, especially for weed smokers. Yes.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
I'll check it out.
Okay. Absolutely. I think you'd enjoy it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
How'd you get fired on your day off?
They're stealing boxes. Oh, I love it. You got knocked the fuck out.
Oh, that's where that comes from?
Yep. And you ever hear Bye Felicia?
Yeah.
That's also in this movie.
Oh my gosh, now I gotta see it.
Although if you ever watch
where that came from.
what is a movie called Straight Outta Compton? They actually tell you the origin of it.
I'll be darned.
Have you ever seen Straight Outta Compton, Jonathan?
I've watched most of it, but I watched it when I was high and I fell asleep, so I don't remember that part.
So they actually tell you, I don't want to spoil it for you then, but they tell you exactly where it comes from.
We'll have to watch that again.
No, what's that? Don't be a menace, drinking your
And
juice
South said,
in the
don't be a
hood?
mess. Well, drinking juice in the hood. That's Marlon Wayans and
Yeah,
I
I'm
enjoyed
sorry, but that you tried way too hard in that movie, Marlon.
Oh, I
You
liked it.
tried so hard.
yeah.
I thought it was cute.
Well, did you actually see what it's made of? What it's spoofed off of? Menace to Society.
Menace to Society. Yeah, I love that movie.
I just like the thing where he's got the tank and it's like, I can't remember what he said, but the tank's moving with him. He says something, 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 something. Do we have a problem or whatever? But he's got that missile.
But the origin of the actual fucking scene from the original movie is even better. That motherfucker old dog was crazy. Yo, I used to have this girlfriend, Genocide, and when we'd go places, sometimes people would like from clubs would try to follow you home or they'd see you and want to talk shit, whatever. And she would just look over me and be like, yo, Jiggy, you strapped? I'm like, you know it. Because remember that scene when fucking he's like, oh, dog, you strapped? You know it. Yeah, that movie was hardcore as shit, though.
I remember watching it when that movie came out. The actors were on Arsenio. And one of the actors, I think, is from Family Matters. Or Old Doc. He was in Family Matters, I think. He was in The Rock.
Oh, yeah, he probably, like as a young, Lorenz Tate.
Yeah. And it was just funny how he's like, yeah, they goes, get in that role. He's like, that's places you just don't want to go in your mind. But you had to.
Yeah.
You're an actor. That's what you do.
Yeah. He was very, very convincing in that movie.
Yeah. I just like the one crack. I suck your dick. What'd you say?
That's where that shit comes from.
Cheap asshole.
That movie was and it's funny too, riding around that Mustang because that was like my muscle car. I had a couple of those motherfuckers.
and he stole the guy's rims. He made him buy him a burger.
Yep. I said cheese, double cheese, motherfucker. Hey, I guess. Shit. That's what they were doing. Jacking. Wasn't he in Jack in the Box at that?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
They called it Jack in the Crack. They used to have one in Brockton when I was a kid, when I lived in Brockton. I don't think, when I've been to Cali, I went to In-N-Out. It wasn't Jack in the Box. It was In-N-Out.
I've never been to In-N-Out yet.
But I didn't even eat meat then, so I think I had whatever, either the Possible or the Beyond, whichever one they had. That's what I was eating when I was there, because it was like at LAX. It was a couple blocks away from the fucking hotel, so it was perfect because I can only eat so much fucking hotel. I don't care how many restaurants they have in a hotel. It's like whatever. I see.
That's what I like about the conferences is that I always forget to calculate food in.
But I'll say this though, like Conscious Life Expo. Most of it was vegan food and stuff like that, but they had a good variety of food. Like I ate well there. It wasn't pricey. It was all within reason, but they had a lot of different vendors there with food. So that was the one at any of the places where I actually ate. I don't even think any other ones they had. Yeah, it was Conscious Life Expo. Because they had all the different vendors, everything set up on different floors. But on the first floor, they had a bunch of different food vendors. So I ate pretty good there. But I went to In-N-Out Burger. Just because I had never had an In-N-Out Burger experience before. So
there's a place in Seattle. It's world famous, I guess. Sir Mix-a-Lot sings about it. Called Dick's. And there's Dick's Burgers. There's like 4 or 5 in the Seattle area, and it's just a plain easy burger. Whenever we go to wrestling at the Coliseum, always have to swing by and hit it. 2 burgers, fries, shake. You know.
Yeah, I'm simple with my burgers.
For $5. I mean, that's the thing that's cheap.
They got some cool burger places if you like crazy burgers every now and then. But when it's burgers, you know, I've always liked burgers simple. Like, you don't have to be crazy.
Yeah,
not at all.
I'm good with the cheeseburger. To me, crazy is a bacon cheeseburger.
To me, crazy is double burgers, and then they start putting crazy. Like, you can go to burger places with like insane shit on the burger. Like, I can't eat it. It's just too much.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind a fried egg on top, you know, but after that,
never had a burger with an egg on it.
It's really, I used to call it my hangover burger. Whenever I was hungover, I'd make one, and it would cure my hangover.
You know what my cure hangover burgers was? McDonald's and them greasy ass fucking fries and shit. That was always.
I remember back in our 20s, I lived with some friends. There's a street that had like everything. It had the A&W, Burger King, McDonald's, and we would hit we'd hit A&W and get like root beer floats, root beer shakes. Hit Burger King, get a couple Whoppers. Hit the McDonald's, get fries and sodas because for some reason McDonald's sodas were sweeter. You know, it would just it'd it'd take an hour, but we'd come back with all this food from different places.
A smorgasbord of everything you can find.
Yeah.
Sounds like.
Well, it was.
I've learned. That's fun. I don't know. There's some things I've mixed up. You know, like McDonald's and everything back in the day when they had Brigham's here, I was all about Brigham's fraps and shit like that. So it just depends on places you go, but I get it. Sometimes you just want a little bit of everything. I've ordered crazy, like different shit and like, okay, let's do this. And sometimes it's worked out well. Other times it has not.
Yeah.
That's all I can say about that.
That is true.
Some days are better than others. Sometimes
it's a good day if you've lived to tell about it. So there you go.
Well, so far, I've got 51 years of days to talk about. Some of them I don't remember, you know, not by choice, but most of it's there, I think.
Yeah.
Or maybe I just don't know.
Too weird to live.
What are you talking about in the background, Renee?
Oh, well, she's just mumbling to herself.
Oh, I thought she was talking to you.
Paul Shear
Love you, Renee.
at the wedding had a tattoo the other night, and he said, too weird to live and too strange to die. On both sides of his back of his wrist. This huge tattoo. It's like,
Okay. I met a guy that had a tattoo that said no regrets. And I went, man, if you really had no regrets, it'd say no regrets. He looks at me and he's like, that's brilliant. I'm like, yeah, telling you. Because I don't think people wouldn't even call me out on it. I go, no, they wouldn't. I would. I'll call you out on it. I call you out on it. That's correct.
I have a tattoo in my old Anunnaki language.
Oh, there you go.
Mm-hmm. There's only 2 people who've ever been able to decipher it.
What's it say?
It can't tell you.
Either you know what it says or you don't.
Well, I mean, you say it in Anunnaki language. If it's not going to be English, so.
Mm-hmm.
How do you know? We know what the Anunnaki spoke. They might have spoke English.
Who's to say?
I thought it was more like with that Sumerian little triangle and dot looking stuff.
Nope. This is actually a language that was spoken.
Huh. Well, you go with your bad self.
Yeah. And I got that tattoo way before Paranormal Hood.
Cool.
Right after brain surgery. No, wait. What surgery did I get this tattoo after? It was one of my surgeries. I got the fucking tattoo. I actually got 2 tattoos. Well, it was during that time period. 2 in one day. I was like, fuck it. I'm here. I was happy I was alive. So I said, fuck it. Let's get a couple tattoos.
Yeah. It's funny how you base
I've been
things
getting
on
tattoos since I was
injuries.
18. Actually, I think my first 2 tattoos have been covered up.
My first tattoo is a fucking panther's fucking head. I didn't know what the fuck else to get. I was just happy to be at a fucking tattoo party.
Yeah, I got my first tattoo was a bat. Well, my first tattoo was a pentagram, but my first professional was a bat. And I got it covered up.
And I'm happy to report.
I love to do tattoos.
I have slept through every tattoo that I have gotten.
Nice.
I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7 tattoos, and I have slept through every one of them.
My nephew fell asleep during his first tattoo. He got it after work. He was just sitting there and I'm like, that motherfucker's asleep. And the tattoo artist makes it easier for me. And then we're done. Oh, okay.
Exactly.
My stepmom didn't believe me when I got my tattoo because when my brother passed away, I went to go get a tattoo as a tribute to my brother. And it was such a big deal how he died. It was all in the press that when I went to the place, the dude was like, oh my God, like, I know, the story about who I'm doing this tattoo for. Can I do it for free? And I was like, all right. And I tipped him. But I said, fuck it, I'm going to go back there and get the second tattoo. So I was telling my stepmother, I was like, I went and got the tattoo. She's like, oh, that's got to be painful. Look at it. It's red, it's swollen, it's blood. How can you endure the pain? I was like, I sleep through every one of my tattoos. She's like, no way, no way. I was like, cool, I'm going back there and get the tattoo. You want to come? She came. She couldn't even sit through the whole thing because she watching me sleep through this shit. She thought it was like the most painful shit ever. She walks out after like 15 minutes and I'm dead asleep. And dude's having away at the fucking tattoo. And I'm like, cool.
There's spots that I've been tattooed that there's no way I would have slept through.
I hear you. I don't.
My arms and stuff in the ditch of your arm. Yeah, that. Oh, that you're not sleeping through that. But there's been other ones where I've just been really, really relaxed.
They haven't. None of them have been painful. Like it just feels like I don't mind getting needles if I have to. So it just feels like someone just keeps sticking me with a needle, and that's what it's always been. And I mean, mine's so it's 2 on each arm on the upper upper bicep, 1 on my chest, and 2 on my back, on my upper shoulders.
So I got my arm sleeved. So the under part and your underarm. Yeah, you ain't sleeping through that.
Hey.
And then the ditch, I got my Buffy tattoo, all the black in there. That's the first time I ever tapped out in a tat where I'm like, okay, I'm done. This hurts. But he kept going over. He was packing in the ink because the guy that originally did the tattoo, I said, you're supposed to be Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And I'm like, it's in the ditch. It's going to blow out. And he goes, no, man, it's not going to blow out. And I'm like, yeah, it is. And it did. So the guy that does all my tats now, he just went in there, packed in the ink, so you can't tell. But I was like, after 45 minutes, I'm done. I'm done. Stop tattooing. I'm not done getting tattooed. You can do anywhere else, just that area. He's like, okay. And no, I do not have any Misfits tattoos, Sam. I got a couple Crow tattoos. I got Harry Dresden. I got Odin. Ravana. I got some wolves. Some dragons, eyeball. It represents, some stuff. I got a lot of tattoos with one eye. I got one eye tattoos. I've got there's a fantasy character named Hawkins Fisher.
I have to ask just one quick question before you proceed. Do you have a penis tattooed on you?
No, I do not.
Oh, you just said one eye. That was, I just want to make sure you didn't run the gamut.
I've got Odin. He's got one eye. I've got this guy named Hawk. He has an eye patch. He has one eye. I've got
Hawk from Spencer Bahia?
No, it's Hawk from this book of Hawk and Fisher. Good. It was like
Fenton
one of my first.
Does a lot of one-eyed things.
Yeah, but it just trips me out. It's like, wait, he's got one eye. And then I've got AI tattooed on me.
Allen Iverson?
Yeah.
No, seriously. Allen Iverson AI?
No, I just an eye.
Oh, okay.
Got the number 9 tattooed on me somewhere.
I have Stupid Panther head, my old language scroll, 2 Japanese fighting fish with my name in Chinese in the middle. I don't know why I have Japanese fighting fish with my name in the middle, but in Chinese, but that's how it kind of worked out. And then around it, it says, what doesn't kill me only makes me stronger. On my back, on my chest, I have this kid who was a graffiti artist and stuff. He made a crest for my company. So that's what's the name of my company's tattooed on my chest and the crest that he made. And then the thing for my brother.
That's my Odin.
Whoa.
I can't see shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to show it for Sam.
Let me see. Hold on. I'll put you on the full screen. Hold on. Give me a second. Full screen, yeah.
That's some heavy metal shit right there.
Oh, yeah. Damn.
I got the goes Hugan and Nugan. Oh, it's not moving. All right.
That's cool as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the crow. Or the raven.
There's the crows, yeah, they're Hugan and Mugen. I got the crow tattooed right there. There's the crow tat upside down, but
Rock on.
Yeah. And I got Brandon Lee. I think I've played that one off before, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's when the phone flipped.
I'm like,
We're watching the big screen. That's when the phone flipped.
Phones be flipping and tripping, yo. Hold on.
And I got mom and dad tattooed on my chest for my parents passed. It's really sad in one way is that I had the session planned, and then my mom on a Thursday, my mom passed away on that Sunday because I wanted to show her the tattoo, but I didn't get to.
Sorry to hear that, brother.
Because it was just a joke, because I was heavily tatted, and it was always, why don't you have mom tattooed on you? And I'm like, well, I didn't say anything. I was planning on it, but
let's just say out there in the world, there may or not be bodies that have just a simple J tattooed somewhere on them. And it's easy to convince because you just say, well, if anybody asks, it's for Jesus.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Sixes, you don't have any little J's tattooed on your body, do you?
Not yet.
I mean, you were in the military. I may have encountered you in all my interstellar travels. We mind wiped a whole bunch of you all.
I did get a tattoo during my active duty service.
Mm-hmm. No. Are there any periods or gaps that you don't remember during your service?
Maybe.
Any time lapses?
Maybe.
You ever wake up bruised, feeling like you had just fought a battle somewhere?
No, not like that. No.
You sure?
Yeah.
Or maybe you were an efficient warrior and you just don't know it.
Oh, I don't know. Nothing dramatic. No, nothing.
Man, I used to swear in my dreams that I went off and fought like battles somewhere with something. I don't know what the fuck I was fighting in my dreams, but man, I would wake up all bruised and all fucking sore and shit. And I'm like, that ain't just from sleeping. The fuck?
Yeah, I have that. I've woken up like, what did I do to my leg? Why do I got a bruise here? I was asleep.
I have a lot of dreams where I'm like in this underground mall thing.
Fuck, it's like a Sims character.
Well, it is. I have a lot of these where I find myself in this like underground, like shopping mall type environment a lot.
Are there zombies?
I don't know.
Are there vampires?
I don't know. Maybe. Well,
do you encounter others? Are you there solo?
Now to come to think of it, I think maybe because I was impressed by like Munich, Germany, because they had the U-Bahn, which is like the subways, which is really more modern, and then on top of Germany was like the Glockenspiel and old Germany.
Not ever comment.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't have dreams of caves or tunnels and shit like that because, I'm tall, so a lot of that stuff isn't something I think about. Although I had a dream the other day I was jogging, with my shirt off.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I don't get that. Especially
was anything chasing you?
No.
It was just a casual exercise type dream?
Yeah, I just for some reason was jogging with my shirt off.
Wow,
and
not me.
Looking at people look at me like I was crazy.
Yeah, I could see why.
Why? Well, they were looking at my scars and stuff. That's why I think they were kind of.
Oh, just because you're exercising, like.
No, not because of that. I mean, I'm definitely not. I don't think. I've never looked at somebody exercising and be like, "Oh my god, why are you exercising?" Like I've never. I don't. I feel like everybody has to start somewhere. I mean, I've been a big boy I'm still considered. Well, I'm not. I don't know what I'm considered now. I'm considered overweight for my size anymore, but I've been a big boy my whole life. And my whole thing was when I saw anybody exercising, I don't care how big you were or what you were doing, even if you weren't doing it right, you were trying. And everybody has to start someplace. So I've always done it based on that. Like, hey, shit, everybody has to start someplace. If that's where you're starting, it's not where you start, it's where you finish.
There's a guy by my work that's always exercising. Like, he's trying to get to 210 pounds. He's doing the triathlon things, and he wants to get bigger for him. And I watch him running around with 5 to 10 pound dumbbells. And I talked to him one day. I'm like, "Are you training for something? Or are you just crazy?" He's like, "Oh, I'm training for this." He's like, "Oh, you don't exercise?" And I'm like, "Look at me. I'm walking for work. This is my exercise." Like my knees hurt, my ankles hurt. Yeah, I ain't exercising. He's just like, well, you exercise, that stuff will stop hurting. And I'm like, but when I do stuff, it hurts, so I stop.
Yeah, especially when it comes to your knees and stuff. Like my doctor was like really quick to just be like, just get on a bike. Even if it's a stationary bike, he's like, that's and now what I cannot do for some reason, because my mind still can't wrap itself around the elliptical, I think they're called, machine.
Okay, yeah.
I can't, that motion, I'm not a kangaroo and whatever the fuck, a jackaroo, whatever the fuck that shit is supposed to be. I just can't. And especially ever since my leg has been fucked up, like I'm very cautious of shit that I do when it comes to my fucking leg. I don't want to make a fool of myself on that thing.
Yeah, when I was driving taxi, I dispatched one day a week, and they had one of those things in the dispatch office. And we used to get on all the time. To, how long can you go? Let's go 5 minutes. And like after 2 minutes, you're like, no, I'm done. I'm done. I ain't doing 5. It's gonna kill me.
Yeah, just do a bike, even do a stationary bike. Like I was happy I could even still ride a bike. I didn't know if I could. And a couple of years ago, I actually started riding a bike every now and then, and it was cool. Still got my balance, which is good. So I still have my way out when the zombie apocalypse happens. I'm gonna be on a bike like Debo.
I'm doing the roof. Pink. Grab my battle axes.
I don't want to be in close proximity to have to use my zombie killer. I'd rather, do it from a distance if possible. I'm not as quick on my feet as I used to be. I don't know how my battle skills are anymore.
Oh man, it's all about going to Valhalla, die fighting.
I hear you. I mean, I would die fighting too. I don't know how much running I'm gonna do. I don't know how far I'm gonna get and shit. So it's like, yeah, stand my ground.
I always tell people, if you see me run, you better run because something scares me.
Exactly.
Otherwise, I'm going around.
Listen, the way my nieces and nephews and stuff, my sisters, the way I always raise them is one thing, especially in the line of work. I don't cry wolf. I don't play when it comes to that shit like that. You'll never have me play a game on you or stuff like that. Like if I tell you to do something, if I tell you to get down, get down. If I tell you to run, run.
Yeah.
Don't lead by example. Just do as I ask you to do, and you'll always be safe. Hopefully, that was a rule, and I've always understood it because I don't play chicken and shit like that. That shit is just too serious to me. Even sounds, like I have weird little clicks and sounds that people are like, why do you do that? I was like, because when I'd be inside of stores and stuff like that, if they were not in eye shot of me, I could just make a sound that nobody else knew what it was. That I knew where to find them. They knew where to find me.
That's smart.
Even my grandbaby knows that, like, she understands certain sounds that are just that Lalo makes, and she knows where to find me. Not that I let her get too far away from it, but even in the house, whatever. Like, I started teaching her that stuff at a young age. I learned that in camp. So I don't know if you know what a loon is.
Yeah, it's a bird.
But yeah, they make these. I can't do it anymore. I don't have that pitch in my blood. But I used to literally be able to emulate a loon. So when I went back to my neighborhood, I taught all my friends how to do that. And if they couldn't do it because it's a really high pitch to reach to be able to actually emulate it, they would at least know it was me calling them. On the hood, like people make those like this and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, that's where that fucking rap song came from. But that's what we were doing. Like all of us, everybody was trying to do loons because I had never heard a fucking loon before. I thought it was the coolest shit ever. Yeah, it's like I can't reach, but yeah, they start at like a crazy pitch and they go real high. And like she was just doing that fucking whistle kind of sound. I used to literally be able to emulate them without it sounded just like a fucking loon. Oh, my old voice. I feel like one of those fucking singers, like the fucking boy bands and shit. Like your voice just.
Oh, that sort of.
Yeah, let me see if I can find. Let me see if I can.
There's the guy from Motley Crue, man. He used to have this awesome voice, and there's a video out of like him singing a song, and just they're doing like closed caption lyrics, and it's nothing what he does not have a voice anymore.
Yeah,
it's just sad too. It's like, but give it up.
Oh, that's just not that fucking close.
Oh, that one. Yeah. I hear it in there.
Yeah, it's just not, that one's not really loud at all. Jesus.
Got some buddies in there with it.
Oh, let's see if this one.
Is Microphone live yet?
That one.
Yeah.
Live chat.
On many an occasion, I've been camping in the.
So yeah, that's the exact sound. I learned that shit. I was like, because you'd be in camp, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like, oh, that's loons. I was like, what the fuck is a loon? Yeah. And finally figured out what they were and saw them and shit.
It's a waterfowl.
A waterfowl? Well, this I did not know. Oh, yeah, I know. I was still playing on my damn phone. I was like, who's doing that? Oh, that's me.
I've been told I am crazier than one before.
Yeah, I've heard that used. Like, yeah, you're crazier than a loon.
I could believe that.
But I mean, are loons really crazy just because they make that crazy sound? Like, what really makes a loon crazy? Like, I didn't see them attack people or do anything crazy like that.
That's geese.
Yeah. Dude, I still think of that night when that motherfucker ran those damn geese over. I was so pissed. I wanted to catch that motherfucker and beat that
There's a base out here, and it's an underwater something base. They have guard geese, and it's like a $10,000 fine if you hit one in the car. So I'm driving taxi and I go on the base. They go, "Hey, watch out for the geese. It's $10,000 if you hit one." I'm like, "Are you serious?" He's like, "Yes, they're actually they stay here. They're better than guard dogs because they make so much noise if someone comes around." But I never had a problem going on the base. You know, they never came out on the road when I was there.
Yeah. People are fucking assholes. All because some asshole just didn't want to fucking take a second. So went around the cars that all stopped to let the geese go by and hit them. And all you just see these poor things just flailing there. I'm like, I don't know what to fucking do. So I tried to catch the motherfucker, but I couldn't catch him.
Yes, that's why I don't carry a gun, because that's when that would come out.
I mean, I don't. Yeah, no.
I flip out about stupid things sometimes, you know.
I know, but I think, you know, a lot of people say that, but I think if you this is the problem, and just I don't want to go too much into gun things, but I think when you get trained, see, and I live in Massachusetts where it's a whole different set of rules here to get a gun, but you have a better appreciation for it. You got to go to the range, learn about the gun before you're able to carry one. You know, that's just the beginning of the process. And I respect that process because I think that if people also understand the power of what they have in their hand, they're more prone to respect it. Not saying that all people do, but
I've gone through training, but I haven't gone. There's one thing I've talked about is one reason I don't carry is I haven't gone through, you know, realistic training. I know what a gun's for. I know how to use a gun. I know how to clean a gun. I know how to load. But I have never been to where I've been trained if I have to actually pull that gun out other than hunting. You know, I've never been trained for police situations. So I figure it's better for me not to carry a gun and carry a knife because, you know, if I'm carrying a knife, then it means you're close enough to hurt me. You know, if I'm carrying a gun, and I know I'm kind of jest in that, you know, but I carried a gun for a little while, and I just don't think I need to carry a gun. You know,
even a knife.
So, yeah.
I mean, I can use a knife defensively. I'm trained in use, but I carry a small pocket knife for one because I've been trapped in a car before with a seatbelt on me to cut the seatbelt in emergency situations. That's really what I carry it for.
Yeah, it's got the glass breaker and the seatbelt cutter. And I had a friend, and I went through. He trained me how to figure the first rule of knife fighting: don't run, get out of there. You don't want to fight with a knife.
Yeah,
someone pulls a knife, just run away. You know. Yeah. Second rule of knife fighting: don't pull a knife. Use the knife they come at you with against them. And he showed me some of the stuff that you do. He was a Marine Recon, and he was all into that Filipino stick fighting. Yeah. And it's just enough to where I feel I can defend myself. And I carry a knife because, you know, I think as a man, you always carry a knife just in case. Got to open a letter, got to clean your fingernails, you got to cut a seatbelt.
You got to cut a piece of fruit.
Open a can of motor oil.
Now, Jonas, let me ask you a question. As a cab driver, did you know that every car, I don't know about maybe nowadays, as much comes with a emergency glass breaker inside the car that most people don't know exists?
Nope, not you.
No, what?
Your headrest. I mean, your headrest. In the
back okay, yeah. I was trying to think. Yeah.
Yep.
No, when I drove taxi, I carried a butterfly knife.
Man, I've had all kinds of knives.
Yeah, because I learned how to do there's the flip with it where you flip a knife, and then there's where you hold the hand on you. It goes up and goes back down. I learned to do both because I did do meth, and I used to be able to do both hands fast because I was bored, and you just practice it to where, you know, I didn't have a problem on it. But, you know, and then I found out butterfly knives were illegal to carry. I could buy one in the store.
Yep. But you can't.
How is it illegal I could buy a switch, but how are these illegal to carry?
Double-edged knives, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much anything was a double-edged knives in most states were illegal.
In my town, actually, if it's under, I think it's 2.5 inches, you cannot carry a knife over 2.5 inches. And so I'm like, what's my knife at? Oh, it's at 3.5. Well, they got to catch me with it.
Yeah.
It's a pocket knife. Give me a break.
Even when I've been to other countries, it's the one thing I've always had. I have a cool little. I have a bunch of Spyderco knives, but I have one particular one that's a wallet knife. And this shit, I've had that thing in crazy places. Let's just say, not in my body as well as orifices, but getting it into places because it's so easy to fucking get into shit. But I love that knife, and it's nice and got a nice little serrate. It's just beautiful.
Does it look like a credit card?
It's the size of a credit card, but not when I know what you're talking about. The ones that are kind of plastic. This is all metal.
Nice.
Yeah, I've had the plastic ones too that have the small little. Those are more close quarter combat knives where you have like a little dagger kind of in the middle of it. It's a credit. That's something you'd have to. It's like more something you close quarters, like jab somebody in the neck or something like that.
Push knife.
Yeah, because it's not going to do a lot of damage if you don't know what to do with it.
Yeah, I got one of those.
Yeah, like I've got all kinds of knives still, but I used to fucking take so many knives and shit off of people in clubs. It was insane.
In the chat, they're saying Michael's going live in a minute on Facebook, so
I know. I can't watch it anyways.
yeah, I'm gonna drop out, and so I can watch. I want to support him.
Yep. They'll let me watch the replay later.
I've got a cane with a knife in it.
I have a couple. I have a couple of those.
Cool.
I don't, but I'll catch you guys later. Have a good night.
See you, Jonaside. See you, Mrs. Jonaside.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Peace. Yeah, I've got a couple of canes with knives in them.
Mine's too short, though.
Yeah, one's kind of short, but one's more, and it's got like a dragon's head and all this crazy shit on it. I probably bought it at Comic-Con. Yeah, I believe I did. Yeah, that's where I got them from. Was it? No, maybe it was a comic book store. I don't remember where I got them from. Got a crossbow and shit. I got some crazy shit I collected over the years. Yeah,
I've got a couple canes because I too suffer from an injury, leg injury. I remember. Did you have physical therapy where they made you pick marbles up with your toes?
no.
Oh.
And I did a lot of water therapy, like pools and stuff, like swimming and
Yeah.
everything. A lot of crazy rehab because I didn't want to have a drop foot. Like when the options they were trying to give me were kind of like bullshit. Like, yeah, you'll never be able to kind of work the way you did before. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things. I was like, bullshit. I'm not going to do it the fucking typical way. And I didn't, which is why I function the way I do now.
Oh, well, my doctor said, "Oh, we're going to get you dancing again." And by the end of it, he's like, "You'll never be healed." And I'm like, "What the hell?" After he took my money.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it. I know that there's standard and traditional ways and stuff like that. Like I said, there were different options, but it was just because there was a lot of infection in my leg, a lot of crazy shit going on in my leg. So I understood, but I just didn't want to spend, 2 or 3 months in a fucking rehab facility. I was like, I can do the same shit at home. I'll just pay out of my pocket to have fucking rehab at home, and that's what I did. And it wasn't cheap.
No, it's not cheap.
My insurance would only cover so much.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, there's no way I'm going to sit in a fucking hospital trying to rehab. This is not going to work for me. I've already spent enough time in here. So it's all worked out. Like if we didn't see my leg, if there's days where, I may walk with a little limp because it's not feeling great. But most days, if I had pants on, you would never know anything was wrong with my leg.
Cool.
So there's a lot of different alternative medicines. I'm not saying any woo, but different ways to heal your body, different kind of rehabs and stuff. Water, swimming, treading, different things that they offer you that most people just don't know. And sometimes, unfortunately, it's out of people's insurance range or ability to pay for that shit. And I get that. So I just didn't want to not be able to do what I was doing.
Well, yeah.
Which is always a question too, because like when you get shot, it's the weirdest shit. Like even if you're not a gangster or anything, and you're doing that type of shit, even getting shot at work, like you're still treated like the same like victim. Like people they treat you like you're the shooter, not a victim and shit. Like you did something wrong. I'm like, I didn't do shit wrong.
Huh.
Whatever. Was what it was. Is what it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can't change their mind. It's up to them to do it.
Not trying to at all. After this month, I'll end this so everybody who can go check out Michael's live can.
Is that on Facebook?
Yes.
Oh, see, I don't know him as a friend, so I'll miss it.
I can say, well, someone put a link in the chat.
Oh, I'll have to check it out then.
Yeah, I think it's right there. I think Keats just put it up. It should be like second to last in the chat.
On the YouTube chat?
Yeah, if you check the YouTube chat.
Awesome. I'll have to go back and check it.
Yeah, I'll watch it. I want to know what he's talking about. Just unfortunately, I don't know what it is with the app. Ever since the stupid update, it's fucking idiot. You can't find it on Facebook. KB, he's in a group. Why aren't we friends on Facebook, KB? But he's in his group is called World UFO. Well, I think if you put the link, then it should be in there.
That's cool.
If anybody's still listening that can post a link again, please do. It might be, but I'm thinking it might be because it's a private. It might be a private group.
Yeah, it could very well be. And I'm sorry that he's heartbroken. I'm sorry that he's so upset, you know.
Thank you, Sam. I really do hope that you come in here sometime and just at least smoke a blunt with us. You can dip after that, whatever. Just be cool. Yeah. I know everybody's not friends and stuff, but you know, I try to mediate as much as I can. I know a lot of shit goes on in the chat that I don't see, but whatever. But we're all adults. I got no problems with you. So you're always welcome, just so you know. Yeah. I'll see how it works out when I go to Facebook later, Stixes, if I can send you a link or something like that. But I believe you may have to be in the group.
That's cool. It's if if I'm supposed to know, I'll find out, so it's not that big of a deal. It may be none of my
Yeah, I know
business.
he sent me a link. It's Joe. I can't do anything with the link. The apps, whatever update they gave me, it shut me out of the app that I can watch live on. It's weird as fuck.
Yeah.
The actual Facebook app. I use a fucking some other fucking app to even be on Facebook.
I figured one day he'll jump into your little stream and he can probably tell us a lot more about it.
Yeah.
Anyway, coming out of the horse's mouth, so to speak.
Yeah.
But yeah. He'll say what he wants to say when he's ready to say it, I'm sure.
Oh, he's saying it right now.
There you go. There you go. But I have no, it's over my head. I'm pretty sure. I'm just sorry he's distressed.
Yeah, well, I guess it'll all be figured out tonight.
Yeah. That's cool.
And maybe to alleviate some of that stress.
I hope so. Bury some sort of hatchet.
I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what it's all about. So I don't know if this hatch is to be buried or whatever. But again, we shall see.
He seems like a really great guy. It's a shame that something has to trouble him like that. It's like all the good guys always have to pay, don't they?
Well, unfortunately, in the quest for the truth and the quest for a lot of things, you gotta weed through the trash to find treasure as well.
I guess.
This isn't all roses, unfortunately. There's just a lot of fucking background shit that goes on that a lot of people just don't know.
Yeah. Like me. I just don't know.
Yeah. Some shit I know.
Yeah.
Some shit I don't know.
Yeah.
I know what I know, and that's it. I speak upon what I know, and if I don't know what it is, I try to figure it out. But
yep.
I think I kind of know what some of this is about, but I'm not sure. And it's being told right now, so at least he's getting off his chest.
Yeah. Well, I have nothing. I no idea, but I'm just like, gee, guy, you're so cool. I'm so sorry that this is troubling you.
Yeah.
You should feel better.
Well,
be happy.
Maybe he will. You should get it off your chest.
So.
Sometimes that's what you got to do.
I hope so.
Let it out in the universe. All right, folks. This last one's almost smoked.
There you go.
I know everybody pretty much dipped anyways. Go check it out. So,
yep.
I'll see you on the other side.
Okay, boss. Bye-bye.
Thanks for hanging out, Sixes. All right, folks. It's over. Thanks for tuning in.